Russ Martin Show.
Hi, Nikki.
I'm always afraid to call you because you yell at everybody.
I'm not yelling at
me.
I'm not yelling at you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
how's your day so? We'll take this calmly. How's your day so far?
Good. How is yours?
Mine's all right. What did you do today?
Work. That's it.
Have any problems today?
No.
How was traffic?
Oh, it's okay.
All right, I'm done. Go ahead. What do you want?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say that it's actually your fault that people are so sensitive because you guys are so racist. You never know when you're kidding, when you're serious.
I'm always kidding.
Well, you may be always kidding, but you run into people who say things and there's maybe something.
See, here's where I'm going to disagree with you. And we'll have a nice little calm conversation until I lose it.
Okay.
I think everybody gets the joke. That's why, and I'm being serious here, that's why we never get protested. That's why we never get any calls. We never get any complaints because obviously everybody gets the joke. We make fun of ourselves. We make fun of black people. Anybody else that happens down the pike is in on it.
Yeah, but sometimes you hype up your listeners to act certain ways when
I have never encouraged. No, I have never. Sweetie, do you know now we got black people running around with stickers on their car that say JD hates them? Obviously, everybody's in on the joke.
I've seen that.
So no, I've never encouraged anybody to do anything. At that point, it's no longer a joke, and that's really being racist.
Okay, but you understand why people are so sensitive.
No, no, sweetie, I have nothing to do with people being sensitive. Everybody is looking for something. It's like they sit there and they just sit in their front yard, wait for something to come along and piss them off. Yep.
Well, there could be some truth to that, I guess.
People are always waiting on something to either A, piss them off, or to sue about something. It's like the chick that went to one of those clinics and was mad because the doctor was hitting on her. The chick that called last week. Doctor was she wanted to go back and sue the clinic over something that there were no damages. She just, hey, everybody else is suing. I'd like to get something for free.
She wanted something for free. She even admitted that. Well, I got this knee. I need this taken care of.
She's got to get it where she can.
Well, that's it. There's no damages there. You don't start suing people just because. What are you out? What did you lose because this guy asked you if your cans were real? Can you get him fired? Was it unprofessional? Yeah. But as far as suing and getting damages out of it, not a chance.
Yeah.
People need to calm down. We got other things going on. We got people around outside this country that hate us. Why don't we just love each other?
Oh, Lord. You're full of it.
By the way, we got this new run. We call it the Rodney King. See? What are you doing? You're laughing. Who's on the hotline?
That's Gavin.
Oh, he was on vacation.
I did too.
Yeah. Yes, G-Man?
Wow, this is a stressful start to a vacation.
What's the matter? Did they sign Rob's paperwork?
Gonna get signed. I'll take care of it.
They've had over a week to sign it. How long does it take to look at something and go, yeah,
I know
they haven't had a, don't raise your voice to me. I think, first of all, we've gone without a producer for months and months.
Long time.
Yeah.
No thank you for saving the salary. No thanks for, not bitching about anything.
I thank you all the time.
We may do. Ratings are still up.
Thank
and
you,
I can't get a paperwork signed.
I'm gonna get it signed.
Where are you right now?
New Orleans.
Yeah, you sound like you're getting it signed. You're going to have to get some chick beads to sign it?
No, but I'm telling you, I need you to sign some paperwork. Otherwise, they're telling me I have to come back off my vacation.
What is it I got to sign?
That form that we talked about on Friday before I left.
I forgot which one that was.
The business disclosure form, which says that, you admit if your relatives are helping this company in any way.
What does that mean?
Because they're a publicly held company.
Why would my relatives help this company?
Well, they wouldn't. That's why all you have to say on the form is, no one that I know, no one that I'm related to works for this company, and then we're done.
What if my brother, somebody worked for Infinity?
Then all you have to do is disclose it and say, my brother works for Infinity, and then we're done.
Well, he doesn't work for Infinity.
God, I've never been so stressed out on a vacation in my life.
Why are you stressed?
Because they're telling me I have to come back 600 miles if you don't sign that form.
Well, you can come back 600 miles. I'm still not signing it.
Ah, Jesus. Think of all the stuff we've done. Think of all the stuff I've done for you.
He's funny when he gets twisted.
I know.
What are you doing in New Orleans?
Helping someone move.
Who?
A friend of mine.
Male?
Ross, are you going to sign a form or not?
Is it a guy?
Ross.
Let me talk to him. Stick the phone in your lap. Let me talk to him.
The Russ Martin Show.
rundown of the... Did they play last night, the Stars, or was it Sunday?
Last night.
Yeah, last night.
Gavin's giving me a rundown from last night.
He's very excited. He's pissed
I had to
off.
stop him and say, Gavin, the thing about me not caring is not a bit. I don't care.
It's all day. It's all he's done.
Oh,
He's mad at the fans now.
that was it?
Yeah, he's mad at the fans.
Fans! I had to turn on.
That's exactly what we dealt with this morning.
He just got started.
But with the fans?
Yeah. How was your day off? It was fine. Those fans are pissing me off. I'll show them what it's like to be roasted in the depths of the floor that day, I can tell you.
They apparently turned on the Stars. Somebody, Dan, you were in there.
Gavin's got a good
I
point.
quit listening. I'm sorry.
He's got a great point. You have the the Dallas.
Well, then I feel
Fairweather
bad
types.
about not listening.
Just because he had a good point doesn't mean you're going to be interested. It's still involving sports.
All right, go ahead.
But it's just the fans, that haven't been following the team all year. All of a sudden, they're in the playoffs, possibly have a chance for a Stanley Cup. Now all the bandwagon jumpers start going to the games.
Right.
Don't know the sport, start booing the Stars, despite the fact they've had an amazing season and weren't even supposed to get this far.
Well, they're in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They just knocked out one of the best teams in the league. Now they're playing the Red Wings.
Right. They're in the
What's to boo about?
because Dallas sports fans can be some of the biggest ignoramuses on the planet.
If we don't win all the way, we're losers.
Exactly.
Well, same thing with the Mavericks.
Well, and that's Dallas in general. It's not just a Stars thing. We can't stand it when the Cowboys fail. No, we've come to accept it with the
You
Rangers.
think that's a Dallas thing, or you think it's all sports everywhere?
It's more so here because other cities.
Because again, I don't really pay attention.
Yeah. Well, Gavin brought up a great example.
Well, again, I feel bad for not listening.
Well, I don't know if he got that far with you.
He may have. I don't know what he said.
He had said the Montreal Canadiens, they were in the playoffs hockey. They lost in the first or second round of the playoffs. Their fans stood up the last 5 minutes of their last game and applauded their team.
For the year they put in, for the performance coming that far.
Exactly.
And that's what Gavin would like to see.
You guys talking to me?
Yes. Sorry.
Or just more of around you, I guess.
No. He can calm down. The season for the Stars is over.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is Rick Moranis in the building?
Yeah, he's screaming in there.
Yes, Gavin.
Until the handshakes happen, it's not over.
If I understand this correctly, they got to win every other game against the Red Wings.
Yes,
One game, and they're out if they lose.
that's correct.
Why do you think something's going to change over the past 3 games?
Hasn't happened in 33 years, but you know what? It's about time. We're due. Listen, I think the Red Wings are a terrific team, but it's not over.
What was the score last night? Was it like 5-2?
Yeah, 5-2.
All right.
And those fans booing. Boy, that really ticked me off.
This is where I came in.
Yes.
Do you want to hear it?
You already told me, didn't you?
Yes.
Maybe you'd like you to listen.
All right, go ahead.
It's absolutely ridiculous. We've had injuries all year. Sergei Zubov's out. They had Philip Boucher's out. Now it's the playoffs. We have Stu Barnes who's out. Yuri Lettinen who's out. We beat in the first round Anaheim. We weren't supposed to beat them. They're the defending Stanley Cup champions, and we oust them. And then we play San Jose, who's the second seed in the playoffs. We weren't supposed to beat them. We beat them, including taking them to 4 overtimes, and we're victorious. We win that series. Then we go against the team that won the President's Cup, the team with the most points in the league, the team that arguably is supposed to win the Stanley Cup, in the Detroit Red Wings. And yeah, we're down 3-0, but all of a sudden people start booing because they say we're not playing good enough. Did anyone start to think that maybe Detroit's a superior team and they just happen to be on their game? Because they are right now. Their starting goalie hasn't lost. He's 8-0 since coming in. People, you don't boo this team. It's been a great year. Celebrate this team. You should be on your feet for the last 5 minutes of the game like I'm going to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be the last game.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Gavin, this is it's got nothing to do with loyalty. We've had different stars on the show. I'm friends with Ludwig. Is it Steve Ott?
Yes.
I liked him. But all you have to do is look at what happened. You've got a team that's obviously dominated this series. You don't have to be a sports aficionado to look into that. They're getting their asses beat, and they got one more game to get it beat again.
Not necessarily.
I'd like for them to win. I'd like to see the Stanley Cup. Ludwig promised me back in the 90s when they won it. I could see it, and the jackass didn't have time to bring it by. He decided to use it as a canoe in Vinnie Paul's pool.
That's true.
And no offense to you, Russ, but that made for a cool story.
But they had it after that. After they dumped the chicks in the water out of it, he could have brought it by the studio.
Could have.
Then he's driving up and down the freeway in the bed of his truck. I don't know what was in it or if he was dumping trash and using that. But they're not going to be able to pull this out. They might win tomorrow night, but obviously...
It goes back to...
I'd like to... Trey's not here today. I don't know where the hell he is. I'd like to see what the odds makers are giving on this.
Well, it's not good. I know that.
As far when you mean odds makers, as far as the stars winning tomorrow?
How big the gap is for betting the line. Yeah. So, what's going to change for tomorrow? Let's go that route.
Maybe we pull out a win. Maybe we get some shots that go in the net.
Or the Red Wings are tired from beating the Stars' ass for 3 games in a row.
Yeah, maybe he'll get lucky and they'll all be fatigued.
No one said kicking this much ass would be so tired.
Scoring goals is wearing me out.
Maybe we can stick one of our guys in front of their net and slow things down. Help them out.
We'll give you one of our goalies you can put next to Turco.
I can't remember. I heard a clip. I guess it was the coach. Who's the coach of the Stars?
Dave Tippett.
Okay. Is he slow and methodical when he speaks?
Yes.
All right, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Very boring when he talks?
Yes, very monotone.
That's the guy. He was talking about things they needed to change, and it finally came out of his mouth. We got to score.
He did not. He did not.
That's why he's a coach.
Well, I think I came in on the end of it because he sounded like he was tired of answering the same questions. Finally, when he goes, we got to score.
Put the puck in the net.
I'm taking the guys back in the locker room. I got a little mini net, the puck, and I just pushed it in and out like this. Like this.
It's got to go.
See, watch this. And every time you get one of these, it's called a score. We got to see here the puck is net.
Okay, in there.
We got to do that.
And that's our game plan.
I want everybody. I'm gonna turn around the room so everybody can see. You got to do this. Puck in the net.
Could you bring that over here?
All right, look in there, right here, right here.
Yeah, I got it. Okie dokie. That black thing goes in.
Exactly. It's the only black thing out there. Knock it to the net. So you don't think the Stars are done, Gavin?
I think they have a chance to win tomorrow night.
What are you giggling about?
Nah, I'm not going to repeat it. Just hit me up. You comment about the puck in waves.
Hold on a second.
Hockey's racist.
Yes, Matthew.
Yeah, hey, I'd like to tell Gavin, hopefully he's going to hear this, I'm losing $250 on top of my ticket money right now for these guys to lose. These guys make millions of dollars. I don't see how anybody feels sorry for these guys. I'm one of them that booed. I'm down $750, and now I'm going to bet to see if I can get my money back for the Red Wings. And Gavin, you know what? I won't boo if he'll reimburse me $750.
Now, are you betting on the game, or are you talking about season tickets, or what are you talking about?
No, okay. I have season tickets. I'm at the game. And then on top of that, I'm betting.
Oh, okay.
I bet $250 per game and lost.
You're betting on the Stars.
Yes.
After the first couple of games, why wouldn't you bail on them? And again, it's got nothing to do with loyalty. That's just the financial aspect. You can still root for a team and bet for the other one.
Oh, I know. I should have. And now I'm going to have to double up just big time to get my money back off this, unless Gavin will pay me the money. And then I won't stand up. I'm one of that booed last night. They kill me when they did. It just absolutely killed me.
Hey, hold on, Gavin. First of all, Matt, have you looked and checked to see what the line is on the game for tomorrow night?
No, not yet. No.
All right. And now let me ask this. What do you think with booing, how that's going to change the game in a positive fashion? Because now you don't have the support. The players know the fans are against them. You got nothing else to play for.
I know. That's why I'm going to have to go with the Red Wings. It just made me feel better. If I could have puked on the guys last night, I would have. If I could have took Gavin's little stick that you guys got from his office, I'd have wrapped it around their necks yesterday. I'd have beat the team silly with that. I'm down $750. I didn't have the money to bet for it, and now I'm down.
Don't turn around and blame it on the Stars. You betting on a losing team and cash you didn't have. That's your dumbass fault.
Oh, I know, but my God, it's the Stars. That's what I was going for, the home team, and now, but then.
You can root for the home team. You just put your cash with the Red Wings.
Oh, I'm going to now for the Red Wings.
Well, but you wasted 3 games.
Oh, I know, and that's what kills me. And now next year when the Stars come up,
it's
his own damn fault. He should wrap the stick around his neck and yak on himself.
Wish they'd give us cups so we could fill them full of and throw them at the players. Call it Monkey Night.
Courtesy cuts would be nice.
How are we doing, Club?
Breaking 3.
All right. Let's see if I want to take any of these. Yes, Robert.
Gavin might have a point.
Okay.
Historically, you don't have sweeps in the conference finals, so they might win tomorrow night and then, of course, go back to Detroit and get their ass beat.
Well, I said that they could still win tomorrow. They could win a couple of games. But the only problem is now you got no wiggle room. Yeah. You lose one game and you're done. Your safety net's gone.
Right.
Now, have you watched the entire series so far?
I haven't watched any of it. I just read about it in the paper and get the synopsis of what's going on.
That makes more sense. That way it takes the emotion out of it.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you're sitting there going 5-2. Holy God.
Thanks, Robert. Gavin,
what?
Short of the obvious, who is it on the team, and when I say short of the obvious, the Stars are losing, what's wrong with the team? Do you have injuries? Do you have key players out? Or are they just getting their ass beat? Because it's okay to get your ass beat. Sometimes there's a team that's just going to have a better vibe, they're going to have a better groove, and you're going to get popped.
They have their 2 best defensive forwards out, Yuri Lehtinen and also Stu Barnes. They have one of their best defensemen, Philip Boucher, who's also injured and out. And I know it's part of the game.
Did Madonna get knocked out last night?
No, he's okay.
Did he get hit in the head?
Yes.
What happened there?
Basically, he went up to check someone I think he missed. And I didn't see it for myself, but that's what I heard happened. And, yeah, it hurts more when you hit it without a player there.
I don't understand.
It's same thing, Brendan Morrow. When someone moves for a check, you're going in so hard.
You hit the wall.
Yeah, you hit the wall.
Okay. Instead of the player cushioning you, you go straight into the wall.
That's correct. But they both seem...
Well, that sounds stupid.
That would look stupid.
I'm going to straighten this bastard out.
Watch it. We'll see what going to happen now. Coming up. Ow!
Who was he aiming for?
I don't know the player.
Man, that's got to be embarrassing.
Yeah.
No, it happens. It happens.
It's still embarrassing.
It's like watching a Roadrunner cartoon. 2 seconds before Madonna gets there, Roadrunner steps out of the way.
No.
If you're the guy who's coming after.
There's a player painted on that wall.
Actually, I give a lot of credit. Mike Madonna.
Are we playing at me? What were you going to say, John?
I was just going to say, if you're the guy he was coming for, you just get by him and go, dumbass. Miss me.
How's that Dancing with the Stars wife of yours? I bet when she got checked, he didn't miss.
Oh, God.
Do we need a break here? Yes. All right. Anything else, Gavin?
No, just don't boo tomorrow night if you go to the game.
I don't get that, and that's a chicken ass thing to pull off, because if the Stars could get at you as a fan, you wouldn't boo to their face. No. So why do you think it's okay to do it from the stands? That's like a little drive-by boo. Yeah. You pussies.
As far as they've come, they really deserve a standing ovation.
They're in the playoffs, just like with the Dallas Mavericks when they said they fell apart. Well, they still made it to the playoffs.
Yes, they're still there.
Would you prefer that they fell apart earlier in the season so we wouldn't get our hopes up and just let it play out that way? That's the epitome of a pessimist.
You know how we are with the Cowboys. We can go all the way to the Super Bowl, but if we lose the Super Bowl, losers. Totally that way.
Tight waste of a season. Why do you even put on the uniform if you're going to get out there and nut up? Watch this. But
what?
It's too bad that it looks like the Stars season is over. You hear him?
Yeah, I hear him screaming.
What is it, Gavin?
It's not over.
It may not be over tomorrow, but they won't be enjoying Stanley's Cup.
The odds are against them, but you never know.
Or whatever it's called.
2 Stanleys, 1 cup.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. To the Russ Martin Show.
Why is that funny? Sitting here and listening to you play guitar, irritating as hell. Then you got to fart right before we come back.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You, Russ.
Why?
It smells different than your norm.
You think I may be sick?
Have you changed your diet lately?
No.
That one actually smelled a little bit like beans.
I had fish and chickpeas for lunch.
Maybe it's the chickpeas.
Hi, Gail.
We sure here, Gail.
What do you got?
I can't say that I wish I were or was. Well, traffic is brought to you by PGA Tour Superstore and Reliant Energy. On northbound 35 Simmons at Market Center, the left shoulder affected by a wreck. They just moved it over to the shoulder, and then they just cleared one northbound 35 past Commonwealth. That's backed up to Woodall Rogers. In Garland, westbound I-30 at Dow Rock, there's a crash. And in Mesquite, a couple of them. Westbound 30 at Galloway, where the right lane's blocked. This one involving a car and a motorcycle. It's backed up to Northwest Drive. And then southbound 635 at Town East Boulevard, there's a wreck in the right lane. 175 at Jim Miller in Pleasant Grove, there's a wreck on the westbound side. The 2 left lanes closed. It's slow from Elam Road. And then Greenville at Forest Lane, there is a wreck. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Gail. All right, we have a tornado watch until 9 o'clock for pretty much all of north central Texas. And 70 for the low tonight. Mid-80s tomorrow again, storms. 75 now at Live 105.3.
We did something to Alfie after the show on Friday. I know we taped it, but I forgot what we did.
You forgot what you did or where you put it?
No, I know where it is.
Okay.
I did the audio.
Okay.
Trey's not in charge of audio anymore.
He's not?
No. Not archiving or recording.
Okay.
Or touching it. Because he'll take something and he'll put it away for safekeeping and archiving, and then he loses it.
Doesn't know where it is.
So the upside is we'll never wear those bits out because they're gone.
But we have them.
I don't even know why I waste time recording anything if he's just going to go and chunk it. Where's he today? Where's he today?
He is helping his dad and stepmom move. I got an email from him here.
Why didn't he do it yesterday when we took the day off?
I don't know. or Sunday or Saturday, or I don't know. But they took today, and he's helping them move.
While we have tornado warnings.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see what
he plans his moving like he plans his audio.
What does that mean?
Not very well.
Oh, all right, hold on. Thought you mean he lost their furniture. All right, hold on. I think this is from Friday.
Studios, Alfie.
Alfie.
Yes?
What are you doing?
Where are you?
I'm in the studio.
Someone flew right at me!
It's not enough.
What?
Not enough you do the fireworks, you got to do the alarm too.
Hello?
Any more?
Forgot about that, too. It almost sounds like a car alarm rodeo.
It does.
Hello?
Any more?
Alfie. Alfie.
Yes.
Seriously, I need to ask you something.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah?
What time does Lycus end?
10 o'clock.
All right, thanks.
Nobody beats the Alfie scream.
I felt so bad for him when I left on Friday before all this happened. Alfie asked me before I left, he said, is Russ planning anything to do to me tonight? And I said, I don't know, but probably.
Yeah.
It's become a tradition now on Fridays after the show.
It's a matter of what you're going to do, how bad it's going to be, how many different elements.
I'm looking at some of the ones we taped from a couple of weeks ago.
I still like the one with the cannon, because just about the time he calms down from the fireworks.
That may be.
You hear him going.
Just when he thinks it's over.
Yeah, that may be this one.
It couldn't get any worse.
Good to go.
Studios, this is Alfie.
What are you doing?
Why?
Are you mad at me?
No, yeah. Should I be?
Not for another couple of seconds.
Oh.
That one never gets old.
Should I be?
Not for another couple of seconds.
Oh.
At that point, you don't know what else is going to happen.
Chuck, I want you to take, see if you can sample some of Alfie's screams. Okay. Run them through your keyboard like you've been doing the farts. Okay. And work those into some tunes.
Speaking of your farts, somebody saw you at Sam's last night. I was coming out of Sam's, and actually you were in your garage. They were coming out of Sam's, the Russ Martin Automotive. And you were playing your guitar. Where the hell were all the farts coming from? Well,
Chuck was in the, obviously they couldn't see Chuck where he was sitting by the keyboard. We were going through some fart songs. I didn't realize it would carry out to the Sam's. They're probably the ones in that SUV I told you about. Yeah. They sat in the parking lot probably 10 minutes.
Listen to y'all play.
Yeah.
The farts are really, like I said, it's very popular. I got several emails over the weekend wanting to know if they could buy that. It's not on a disc somewhere. He just did it on Friday.
I'm still not buying it because I got bored.
Absolutely.
I got bored with it after about a half minute.
You're
and I'm
kidding.
a big fan of farts. You don't find?
was a very Green Acres-ish. I don't know where that come from, but yeah, I realized. But no, people loved it. Let's see what else we got. Your farm music on Friday was stupid and immature. You're in your mid-40s. When are you going to grow up?
Yeah, Everett was the one that pointed that out.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle of, I forgot what fart song we were doing, Everett stopped and pointed out most of us were in our 40s. Again, I don't think that's something that you can distance yourself from.
No, not at all. And he also stopped and said, it's like being with Columbus when he discovered America. You're putting music and music to the fart.
Did you guys make that the promo for Friday?
On Friday.
Yeah, I think it was the Columbus one, yeah.
Is it still going to be loaded?
It should be in there.
The Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3.
It's time warp.
Yeah, I got you. Having that float in the store.
It's like being with Columbus when he discovered America.
Where did you originally come up with that? Was that an accident? No, Chuck loaded those, right?
Yeah, he's been loading sound effects
He loves the
off
fart
my
noises.
computer for weeks.
Oh, that's
I won't take the farts. I don't care.
Mine was so funny.
Well, we stayed.
When you hit a stride, it is just hilarious. People, I'm telling you, people will pay for that music. I'm not kidding you.
How late did we stay last night, Chuck?
Almost 10.
Friday?
No, last night.
Last night.
I got there, I think at 1.
You played all day?
No, we didn't start dicking around until after I put the stereo. Put a stereo on the Starsky and Hutch Torino.
Oh, you did? Okay.
When I wired it in,
yes,
the hot wire that I use for the stereo
okay,
is connected to the dome light. So I got to drive with the door open to listen to the radio.
Meaning if the dome light's off, so is the radio?
Yes.
Why do you not do anything else to the car? Let other people do it.
I've wired stuff. I put stereos in when I was a kid. I just took a hot wire. The doors were open when putting the stereo in, so even though the key's not on, you could think, all right, this wire's always hot. Then I close the doors and the stereo goes off and I can't figure it out. Then I realized I wired it into the dome light.
You own a shop. Let other people do this stuff.
Daryl was working on cars.
Okay. How's the shop coming? Everything good?
It's all right. Things aren't as busy as I'd like.
Maybe you need more advertising? People would go to your website? I've forgotten what it was. I know the name of the shop.
Well, I don't have the .com queued up, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
I figured this is going to be a slow process. I gave Daryl 10 days, and then he's out.
10 days? 10 days you've done no advertising. Have you done circulars, anything? I mean,
what is it we've talked about on the show?
The radio, I realize that.
And we've done nothing but whore out the RussMartinAutomotive.com site for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
I know. Well, you just expected it to be just gangbusters off the top.
Yes.
Probably going to be a slow build. You know, people get their, where you get your oil change, where you get your work done. Normally people, like I said, you go to the same place all the time. You try.
Yeah, he's got a few different cars in there. Some guy that dropped off a 60-something Lincoln that needs to be restored. Daryl said that's going to be $3 or $4 grand.
Oh, awesome.
So, and Amy's parents have been in 3 times with 3 different cars, getting different stuff done.
Well, that's nice.
Daryl called me. He said, are we giving them a discount? I went, no!
Why would you give her
I didn't get a discount on any of the shop equipment.
She's your fiance.
It's her family's cars.
I know that, but that's family. Family normally gets something off.
All right.
Did Daryl give him anything?
Did I get the lift for free?
No.
Did I get the rent for free?
Of course not.
Okay.
But
did I get any of the furniture for free?
No.
Anything from TXU?
No.
I ain't got nothing free from nobody. So I can't be giving things away. Daryl won't work for free anymore.
I know. You give him 10 days and he's out.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it yesterday. He said, you have to understand, we've only been open for a week. This is a slow build. I said, I got that. Nothing is just gangbusters as soon as the doors unlocked. I went, you got 10 days.
What kind of pressure is that to put the man under?
That's the exact pressure that you need to have somebody under that's running a business.
No,
I'm not going to pay him 6 figures to sit around and jack. I went in yesterday. So what are you doing? He's messing on the computer. He says, I'm trying to figure out this payroll program. Oh, and if you don't get cars in here, you ain't going to need no software.
There'll be no payrolls.
There won't be anybody to worry about.
You got techs, though.
Huh?
You have techs?
We have one.
Mechanics. Okay. One.
Which is probably at this point overkill.
No, I'm sure you have more. You've had business the first day, even when you didn't have oil.
But they're not all coming at once. And you've also got people that come by that just want to visit.
Well, sure.
Daryl's already gone through all of his autograph cards that he had printed.
Oh, my God. I was afraid of that.
People coming by from vendors,
Sure.
listeners, they don't want to buy nothing. They just want to come in, look around, and visit.
Are you
get Daryl's autograph, and then they'll leave. Or they'll get their car checked out just to say that they came to the shop and they don't get nothing done.
They'd at least get an oil change.
There was one guy that came in that actually, I think this was his past weekend, that looked screwy. He came in and said he was having AC problems. Daryl took his truck in the back, checked everything over. He said, it's blowing fine. There's no leaks. He goes, there's nothing wrong with this AC. He said either the guy just brought it by just to have it checked out, or somebody's checking up on us.
Oh, that's interesting. To see what your service
Just to
is.
see if we come back and say, okay, well, here's a problem with your AC.
Why would they do that so soon? You're not like you've had any complaints or ever would.
I'm going to be a prime target.
You are. Yeah, you're right. You're right. In the store as a result.
So
they'd love to catch you doing something.
We told him to go away.
Because you've already said on the radio you're going to just simply top off oil and not change people's oil.
Well, I'm doing that.
You're not doing that. Quit saying that.
Why?
Because you're not doing that. When people pay for oil changes, they get it.
They come in to have their car serviced.
Oil change means you give me all new oil. All of it.
How about if I pump it out and just pump it back in?
No, that's not new oil. That's my old oil I got back.
That's laundered oil.
I played that game with the battery down at Fair Park. So you want battery back.
Hold on a second. Yes, Lance.
Yes. I'll pay $5 for parts, huh?
Why is this so appealing? It's just farts. Even I get bored with it after a minute or so.
Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. Friday was a blast. That was fun from start to finish. And when you guys hit it off and you're in sync, like that, the song we used for the promo, that's great. I would love to have a CD of that. I'm not kidding you. The farts are funny. Guys love that. That's very Three Stooges. But you put that with the music, and it's just...
I think Dan's with me on this.
What?
What, as far as being ridiculous?
Ridiculous and...
Stupid?
And also boring now.
No. I'm sorry.
Chuck's like, no,
I
this
get
is
emails.
fantastic. JD's just overly enamored with it.
I think you can make a lot of money on it, and people love it. I got emails all weekend about
It
people.
sampled farts to rock.
I know, it's perfect. It's great. How many millions of dollars did Rick Dees on Los Angeles make with Disco Duck? That was one song. No farts.
And all the calls I took Friday, people loved it, ate it up, and countless people said that they would, not only request, but they also said that they would absolutely purchase an album or a song, whatever.
Do you have Jerry Lee loaded?
I got it right.
Did you guys record this?
No, he just had to sample some new farts.
Of course.
Hold on. Let me just hear a level so I can see how loud you are. He also don't know short versions from nothing.
That's gold. That is classic. Like you're bending the strings. I'm sorry. You put those out. Put one of
You
them out.
sound like a monkey who just got a brand new cup of
Put them out. Put one of them out on the net and see.
Yay, new poo.
Okay.
Screw beer.
Let the opportunity sell. Go ahead.
What else did we do last night?
AC/DC. We played a little bit of that.
We did that Friday, though, didn't
Yeah.
Oh, the Highway to Hell?
we? Yeah.
Yeah.
We worked a little bit on the.
Just give me a song. Load something. I don't want it the entire night. I tell you what, you load something and I'll figure it out.
And then the moon came up. And there's some stars. Here we go.
Do I? I don't know that one. You go ahead and play it. It took a minute and a half to load it. Play the damn thing. Oh, he's gonna break into the whole song.
Yeah. Tell them.
Poot. Is there a rock song so we can wrap this up? I still don't have that Def Leppard down, do I?
Had it last night.
Is that what you're beating to death during the break?
Yeah. It's kind of loud.
Yeah.
Does that sound right, Chloe?
Yeah.
What's a face?
Nothing. That's all you did for 8 or 9 minutes while we were in the break. Is that right? Is this right? No, maybe it's the other
Time
tabs.
to go back to something else I don't know how to play.
No, that's okay.
I got a whole catalog.
The tabs were on. These are tabs. Just play it. You played it 2 or 3 different ways to Chloe. To me, they all sounded the same.
Well, Chloe didn't know either. And you go online and you're trying to find the... Stop it! You're trying to find the music. Everybody's got their own interpretation because there's no real guitar music. They put out tablatures, and it's their own interpretation. Sure. And everybody's got something different.
Just play with
some of them ain't even in the right key. And if I can spot that, then you shouldn't be writing music.
Just play it how it sounds good to you.
Do we need a break?
Yes.
Good. You can play something to this, Chuck. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Who did?
James Garner.
When?
Apparently just in the last day or so. It says veteran actor James Garner, now 80, suffered a minor stroke the other day. That's all it says. Entertainment Tonight is reporting he had surgery. Will be home later this week. No other details available at this time.
Well, at least I got my picture with him.
That's all you're concerned about? That the man may be dying?
I was a Rockford fan for 20 years. All I want to do is meet. And the instant I meet him, he asked, "Did you have Doritos for lunch?"
Well, we shouldn't be the only one that gets to enjoy your aroma. You farted on James Corden.
I didn't fart on the guy. I still had Doritos on my breath.
Oh, I'm not aware. You'll do anything.
Rude old man.
How about you wash your teeth or brush your teeth or something?
I didn't realize I still stunk because I'd been drinking.
Did you have Doritos for lunch? Your hero of how many years? And that's the first thing out of his mouth. That's funny. He looked pretty good when we saw him. That was Norman, Oklahoma, yeah.
No, he didn't.
I thought he did. He looks terrible in this picture.
He was what? Let me see the picture.
Oh, he looks 90.
No, that's the way he looked in Norman. He was walking around with a cane. I think he had knee surgery, though. That was one of the reasons. I'll make this brief because I'm the only one that cares. The Rockford Files went off the air in 1980. Was his knees were going bad. He was still in the top 20. He stopped. He couldn't go any further. And then Universal said, well, now that we think about it, over the 6 years Rockford was on, we didn't make any cash. We're not going to pay you.
Did they really? I never heard that part of the story.
Yeah.
They didn't pay him anything?
I think he had part ownership in the production company. He said, well, we lost cash, so whatever we owe you, you're going to have to spiff us. So he went back and sued him. That's why there wasn't a Rockford Files reunion for 15 years. Okay. I'm done. Because, again, I'm the only one that cares.
I don't think so. A lot of people watch that show.
That's why when the Rockford Files, the reunion movies came back, they were on a different network.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't talking to NBC anymore.
He wasn't that bad off because we caught him on a golf course when we were doing the TV show. And
you did?
But
that was almost 20 years ago.
Well, you've got to keep throwing that up in my face.
Because that's how long ago it was.
Take that damn picture down off your website.
Which one?
The one of Gavin McLeod and you and me sitting at McDonald's. Take it down.
I gotta say,
take it down.
I'm in the same picture with you.
Take it down.
Did you see it, Dan?
No, I'm going there now.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Gavin McLeod looks better than either one of us.
That actually doesn't look that bad.
Oh,
yeah, it does.
God. Yeah, it does.
Gavin McLeod looks about
better.
the same.
I think he looks better. He's lost a little bit of weight. His hair's about the same. Oh, take it down. Why do you want to torture me?
There's a picture of me. You got no hair. And
you cut your hair off. It didn't fall out.
And there's JD sucking his cheeks in.
Well, I'm trying.
And one time you worried about being fat.
When people are taking pictures, yeah.
Okay, there's a different
show down there.
Well, hang on. 1 second out of your life for pictures, you worry about how you look.
What you were gonna
we
do.
see you day in and day out.
I knew what you were going to do. You're going to post it up there and make me look at it. When you're inside your body walking around, you don't see how fat you are.
When we had Gavin McLeod on the TV show, that was 1989.
Yeah.
We taped the interview at this McDonald's in the corner. Figured he's in the studio. Let's go back, get a picture in the same spot. The McDonald's is still there.
He had a good time. He enjoyed it. This is so much fun. Shut up, old man.
Yeah, we had to leave him in the lobby. Am I coming back on the air? No, we've already concluded with your segment. You can either leave or die.
He was fun. He was really fun. He was as fun as he was 20 years ago.
What is the casket doing in the hallway?
I don't know exactly, but I know it has something to do with Jagger's show. But I think they're doing something with it tomorrow.
Oh. Blowing dead guys?
No.
Technically, I don't know.
Chloe, do you know?
It has something to do with the Detroit
hang on.
Red Wings.
Are we blowing a bit for him?
No, because he was talking about it
already.
already.
All right, I don't want to blow anything regarding getting Jagger. All right.
It's a bit regarding the Stars and the Red Wings. Kind of like one of those friendly, you know what I mean, let's destroy or do something.
Who's the casket for?
It's for the Stars, I believe. It's some weird twist they have on it.
Does Gavin know about this?
I think so. But it's a positive thing, but it sounds kind of negative. It's kind of hard to explain.
Well, you're right.
Yeah. Because they're going to put stars inside of it. You have to count the stars, but it's, I don't know.
All right. Where's Gavin?
He went to a meeting with Debbie Henry. Said he'd be out of service for 20, 30 minutes.
Is he in trouble?
I don't think he is. I don't know. But they did not want to have the meeting in his office. Well, that's understandable because it's mic'd. Normally, if it's Debbie Henry, it's...
I'm on the air. I don't have time to sit around and listen to his little shenanigans.
That's all you ever do. Even during the breaks, you sit there and go, what's he saying? What's he doing? So who's in trouble?
That's off the air, and that was meant for off the air. So he doesn't know that I'm listening.
Oh, my bad. He knows. That's why they have to have meetings that are serious in somebody else's office.
Well, a lot of times he forgets the mic's in there, and that's how I find out a lot of important information. And if you keep bringing it up, I'm listening during the breaks, that source is going to close up.
Okay, well, shut up.
Don't you just stand there sucking your cheeks and look thin, Tweety. Gavin. He didn't even take his two-way. No. All right.
He said it was a serious meeting. Didn't have time to play it on the...
You know what? I'll find out from Debbie Henry what it's about.
I'm sure you will.
Is line 2 about Jagger? Yeah. Yes, Byron.
Yeah. They're going to put stars in it, and then they're going to have people guess how many stars are in it to win tickets for the next Stars game, if there is one.
So they're going to have to... They're talking about Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Well, what's the positive spin on putting stars in a casket?
I have no idea. It's the Jagger show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Thank you, sir. Is that Johnny? Didn't I tell you guys to get rid of her?
We tried.
Why get rid of her?
She's got a new animal shelter she's involved with.
Okay.
And just tell me about it on Friday. Or call back at 6 o'clock at another time that I don't want to talk to you.
You love her and you know it.
I know, but you got 30 seconds. What do you want?
Shall I call back?
You got 28 seconds. What do you want?
Well, I want to let your listeners know that a group called Paws in the City, I'm working with them now, and we announced plans today that we're going to build a new no-kill shelter in the city of Dallas.
Are you actually going to be working there, or are you just involved as a volunteer?
At this point, I'm involved as a volunteer. I'm on the board, and we're going to be developing plans and making some announcements over the coming weeks, and we'll keep updated.
Do they have an executive director now?
No, it's an all-volunteer organization.
Do you obviously you have hopes into turning it into what you did with Operation Kindness before you got booted?
Right. You know, I didn't really get booted, but I got my job changed that I didn't want.
Why didn't you just stay there?
Because I didn't want to do the job that they wanted me to do.
You were still going to be executive director. They were just going to bring somebody else in to keep an eye on you. And then immediately you quit, which means you were up to something.
Which means what?
You were doing... Well, I still don't get why you just didn't wait to see, and I'm not doing this because we're on the air giving you a hard time, why you didn't just wait to see how things were going to play out. Then if you didn't like the restructuring, you were still going to be executive director. Then if you didn't like it, you could tell him to go climb up a cat.
Well, the reason that I quit is I first said that I would do try the new job. And it was going to be community public relations, media relations.
Which is what you already do.
Right, community relations and fundraising. And then when I got the job description a couple weeks later, after I'd said yes, I would give it a try. I wasn't very happy about it, but I would give it a try. Then the job description said I would be responsible for all fundraising and community relations. And so that wasn't what they had first told me that I would be doing.
But you oversaw all of that, the 20 years you were with Operation Kindness anyway.
Right, but I wasn't responsible for all fundraising. And that's not what I primarily do. I primarily do PR and marketing and media stuff.
What I don't, and I know you can't talk about a lot of this because you're probably going to sue somebody. At least I would. You do what you want. But
I had no plans to do that.
If I was the founder of an organization and then 20 years later somebody comes in and starts to tell me how things are going to run,
yeah, go over big.
I'd get real litigious. But there's something missing here. You got millions of dollars in the bank. You're a multi-million-dollar facility, Operation Kindness. Mm-hmm. Adoptions are up. Everything was up. Fundraising was up as well. Why would anybody want to restructure anything?
I never got an answer to that. I never really got an answer as to what was wrong with that picture. So, and that was a question I asked too. You know, why? We had a great year. If it had been a bad year, I would have been the first to say, I'm not doing something right here. But we've had a great year and seen a lot of growth in every aspect. And
I actually talked to one of the people on the board of directors. I was on the advisory board, right?
Right.
That did nothing. Had no power. Because we said, as the board of advisors, we all got together and said, if you don't bring Johnny back, we're going to turn on you. They went, screw you.
Turn on you want.
They said, fine. We'll just eliminate the advisory board.
didn't work out.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a gun. You took what I didn't have away from me. Anyway, I talked to one of the board of directors, and they said, we thought that Johnny was just spreading herself too thin. She was working too hard. I said, she got to the shelter. She got it where it is today. She wants to work her ass off. Let the crazy bitch do it. Anything
Absolutely.
that she wants to do, unless things start to fall apart, animals aren't being adopted, you're losing money, whatever, until it gets to that point, let the crazy bitch do whatever it is that she desires and wait for that day. Because if she's really spreading herself thin, she's probably going to die in 18 months.
Yeah.
Or frankly, if that was the concern, if they had just asked me what would make my life easier, make my job easier, I would have had some thoughts. But
it sounded like you got a new person on the board of directors that came in and decided for the divide and conquer template and go that route. Because I'm really surprised, as long as you'd been there, and as many people that I thought were loyal to you, as soon as you quit, I really thought there was going to be a mass exodus, and there wasn't.
Well, not a mass exodus, no, but two of the there were 4 people on the staff management team, and 3 of us left within a month. You know, after I did, 2 of the other people did. Only one of the staff managers is still there. So.
Now, I know they lost an assload of cash from donations from large corporations that were involved with the shelter because they just associated you with Operation Kindness. It's like taking Colonel Sanders away from his chicken.
Well, I've gotten a lot.
Go ahead.
The email I sent out this morning announcing that we're going to start this new shelter with Paws in the City, I've gotten tremendous response back to that just from my email list of people who want to help and want to support it. So that's really encouraging, and I think there's a good need, and we'll focus on the animals that people don't want, the ones that don't really have many other options, and the street dogs and dogs from the city shelter, and make a difference that way.
Stop it.
And I hope that we can count on your support, Russ.
Whatever you need, as long as it's not financial or time-consuming.
I can promise you not time-consuming.
My support will be unswerving.
Well, I appreciate that. So.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Have you guys set up a website for the new shelter?
There is a website. It's Paws in the City, PAWS in the city.org, and we are getting information about the plan up there now. Right now, we're looking for locations, maybe a temporary location until we can build a building. But
lady, I just asked for a website.
pawsinthecity.org.
Okay. Now, on the website, and this is just a quick one, are you accepting donations for the shelter as far as construction?
No.
All right.
Donations for animal care at this point.
All right.
But not for the new shelter.
All right. But they can give money if they want.
Absolutely.
All right. Pause. What?
Paws in the City, like, Sex in the City, but pawsinthecity.org.
It's freaky. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. You need anything else, feel free to call.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Don't answer that phone line no more.
We love Johnny. You do too. You know.
I can't get, for the 14 years I've been dealing with her, and as many times as I've beat her up about it, I can't get concise answers. No. Do you have a website? Well, we're in the process of... Lady. I just want to know if you got a website. And we're out searching around trying to say you got a website.
It's not like Everett doesn't think in concise answers.
Everett's wired that way because he has to, when he's in court, he has to be verbose because he's got to cover all his bases. In here, I just want a yes or a no or some stupid answer.
Well, Johnny's the same way. She thinks she got to give you the whole picture.
I don't want to hold a picture. I don't like pictures. I just want to know, lady, you got a website.
Chicks are like that, though. How was your day? And then you sit back and you listen. Whereas you ask me, how was my day? My day was fine. It was good. It was a good day. It was a bad day. That was the end of it. You ask a chick, how was your day?
It's funny. I know the chick thing I've always noticed, but anytime I go home and Amy asks me about my day, that's about all she gets out of me is one word: either fine or sucked.
Yeah, that's how guys communicate.
And really, you don't even care, as far as a guy, why sucked or why it went fine. You just want to know
You asked me
an
a question.
overall state.
Right.
What kind of mood you in?
Okay.
Good, bad. Good mood. Chicks, you got to, all of a sudden, it starts with, call me Ishmael. And then you start the first saga.
Exactly how my day started. Well, first of all, I started with, shut up! I've already made the mistake. You kicked yourself in the head.
And it's always drawn out, and it's especially with Amy. She almost got mowed down by a truck. How long did it take me to tell you?
Oh, that's
Not even a second.
Yeah.
All right. Minute and a half just to get warmed up. And I stopped her. I went, I'm going to tell you again. Here's the way I like stories. Tell me the incident, and then if I want to know anything, I'll back you up.
Exactly.
If you were killed in a car wreck, tell me. And through my confusion, I'll go back and ask questions. She can't do that.
No, that's not the way they think at all, not the way they operate. You ran into a friend of yours. Yeah, I talked to Phil the other day. Really, how old is he? He's fine. Well, how is his wife? How's his kid? How's his job? How's his... I don't know. He's fine. I asked him how he was. He said, fine. We're caught up.
Yeah, we don't give a rat's ass about details. You okay? Dandy. If it's really something you want to share, you're going to tell me.
Exactly. That's just what I was about to say. You talk to a buddy, you see a buddy. How are you? Good? Okay.
Good to go.
Are you bad? Okay. Well, then from there, he'll tell you, yeah, this happened.
And finally, I just started ignoring her. We'll be standing in the kitchen. She goes, I need to ask you a question. I was already walking out of the room. I ain't stopping.
Nice knuckles over really well.
Would you look at these pictures? I can't see them.
Well, you walked right out of the room.
That's where I was going.
No, but get back and look at these pictures.
Chloe. Then she holds up some pictures she's taken of some renovation she's doing at her mom's house. She'll put one picture up, hold it up on the camera, and then scroll through them and look at the rest and go, not showing me now. Now she's just reminiscing over the stuff that she's done. When I came back in here, you either hold that camera out or let me go.
Lovely communication.
After 3 years,
she should know better.
Just get it down.
With you.
You look at these, lady, I'm headed in this direction. And in this direction don't look like
There's no
pictures.
There's no pictures.
So I don't want to see it.
Mostly because it's away from you.
And I've also told her, any problems with the house, if I can't fix it, don't tell me about it.
Well,
because I don't want to deal with it.
Won't she need your permission?
I said, if you can't do it, and it's really something horrid, then come get me. Well, we got bugs in the laundry room. Did you spray? No. Spray.
Yeah, what happened when you sprayed? I haven't yet.
The wasps were building a nest on the upside of the house. Did you spray them? No. Spray. Why does he have to come in for some type of validation? Go buy some Raid and spray.
She's hoping to start a conversation.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to talk about your day. I don't want to talk about your car accident. I don't want to talk about wasps. Spray it. Spray it, sweep it, suck it. Just go do something.
She wants to have a conversation.
I don't want to talk when I come home. I've been talking for 4 hours, whether it's to you or dildos on the phone or dealing with Gavin and the Stars and his breakdown that's imminent because the Stars are done for the season.
He knows that. Oh, my God.
Wow.
I'm screaming.
Someone's back in his office.
Yeah.
What, Gavin?
No way. It's not over till it's over.
I don't even know why they're going to play tomorrow night. I'm not bagging on the Stars because where they've made it is obviously commemorative.
Fantastic.
But they got to win 4 games in a row.
I understand. It's a monumental task. But it's still possible.
I think it's just going to cause more grief if they win tomorrow night.
Just drag it out further. Just another road trip.
Yeah,
Just get beat in Detroit.
Now, I'm not saying just go and get your ass whooped to get it over with.
Yeah. But you're right. It's in our minds, it just delays the inevitable.
If they were really concerned about the fans, they go out there tomorrow night and just blow it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because they're not going to be able to win 4 games in a row. They lose 1 game and they're out. Why make the fans, especially people like you, the diehard fans, the ones that don't boo when they're screwing up? Why make them suffer through that? Go out there, throw the game, and just get ready for next year.
No.
Have fun.
Especially if you can't, you're not going to be able to win 4 games. Don't risk injuries.
Yeah,
don't risk anything else. Go out there and blow it.
Leave the net wide open.
Throw games.
Huh?
You can't throw games.
Well, don't make it obvious, but just play a little under par. You seem to have it down.
No.
He is right, though, because right now the players are thinking...
Me or Gavin?
Gavin is, I'm
All
sorry.
right, go ahead.
Gavin's right because the players aren't thinking, well, there's no chance. We might as well just kind of go half-assed tomorrow night and just get the season over with. They're thinking, you know what? Let's try to win tomorrow, and then you take it like they're always going to say, one game at a time. And they, in the back of their mind, maybe we can make history. Come back from 0-3 and win. You never know.
What'd you say the odds makers, what the line was on the game for Wednesday, Dan?
So far, it's at 1.5 in favor of the Red Wings.
That's close.
Well, you're talking about teams that only score 3 or 4 points in a game. It's not like basketball or football where you can get up into the 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
So, 1.5, percentage-wise, it's probably about the same as a big line for the Cowboys or whoever.
Yeah, I would say so. And honestly, I'm somewhat surprised it's not like maybe 2. Although they always have to have that half in there because I feel like it gives them a better edge.
It's going to change as they get closer to the game.
And
Gavin, nobody's done this in 3 decades?
33 years. The last sports team to do it was the Boston Red Sox against the New York Yankees.
2004.
2004.
Why do you know that, Dan?
Because that's the first time they won the World Series since 1918.
Oh.
It was big news at the time.
I mean, it's not like the Rangers, where you blow a couple of months, you still got another couple of months of games where maybe you could pull it out. Are they done for the season?
Technically, no.
Great baseball right now.
How far are they into the season?
The second month.
They are.
How long does it last?
About 5.5 months.
40 games into the season.
Where are they right now in the rankings?
They're 19-21. They're in 3rd place, and they're about 4 games out of first.
So the good news is they're not dead last anymore.
Yeah. Well, luckily they have the summer to recover.
That's normally what they do.
And Everett and I get into the same argument every year. Why?
Huge.
Why get into the revelry at the very beginning of the season? It's a new season.
It's full of hope,
and everything's everything's limitless.
Yeah.
I kind of know the answer.
It's still the same team. Mostly the same guys. Why get wound up over something when you know how it's going to play out? It's like watching a movie you've seen 100 times. Don't expect the ship not to sink. That bitch is still going down. Iceberg, ship, dead people.
I understand.
What is it, Gavin?
I think with baseball, the reason everyone gets excited is because it's a true sign that spring is here and summer's here.
Go out and smell a flower.
It's not as manly.
Yeah.
Then piss on one. Do we need a break? All right.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. To the Russ Martin Show.
About what?
Trade sent me an email saying he has new audio of Manning.
Is that the only thing he looks for when he gets on the internet?
Apparently.
Looks for some porn.
It's called The Trinity of Hell. It's a 5-minute clip, but it's worth it. One of the highlights is... No,
where is it?
Don't blow it. It is in Daily Audio. It's titled Trinity of Hell.
All right. Is he not coming in at all today?
He's not coming in at all. That's what the email says.
Is that Gail? Hi, Gail.
Howdy.
What do you got?
Well, I've got Don Davis Auto Group and a couple of really bad wrecks. In Grapevine, 114 westbound is closed at Main Street. An 18-wheeler went off the road off of William D. Tate into a parking lot at the Macaroni Grill, hit a bunch of cars, and you've got SkyMed responding to this bad wreck. In Richardson on northbound 75 at the Bush Turnpike, CareFlight is responding. The on-ramp to the Turnpike is blocked, and Beltline Road is the backup. On southbound 310 at 175, there's a crash. And in Arlington, eastbound I-30 at Six Flags Drive, the 2 right lanes are closed, and it's heavy from Cooper. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Gail. All right, storms this afternoon, this evening, 69 for the low, 80 tomorrow for the high. We're at 82 now at Live 105.3.
Don't repeat that until we find out if anybody was killed in the accident.
All right, I won't.
I don't get it.
Oh, well, you don't get what you just said off the air.
Wasn't that fine to me? That's why I said it off the air.
Yeah, it was. Someone might be hurt. Let's not talk about it till we find out.
It's like we did with Happy the Clown after he died.
Exactly.
All right. I found the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am Pastor James David Manning here to give you...
All right, since I don't have video, I'm going to guess this is one of his educational sit-downs,
sounds like
as opposed to a sermon.
Doesn't sound like there's an audience at all.
Okay.
The report on the Trinity of Hell. Thus saith the Lord...
Whose name is Earl.
His name is Jesus.
Maybe you're right.
Every time he says that, I go, no, it's Earl.
Oprah Winfrey, Barack Hussein Obama, and the Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright. This Trinity...
Oh, he's going for a trifecta.
He is, actually. I have one of the highlights here, but I guess I won't tell you until, according to Trey.
All right.
These three from the Trinity United Church in Chicago.
He is doing everything he can to get somebody to crawl up his ass for the media attention, and nobody's paying attention. He goes out of his way not only to attack Obama and his mama, then he comes back and says, what kind of man don't defend his mama? You got somebody call her a white hoe, and don't you say nothing about it. Oh, man, stand up. Come on.
We don't know you. We don't care. You're not the spiritual advisor to a presidential
Bashes
candidate.
on his mama, and then bashes on him for not standing up for the white woman.
Chicago, Illinois, number one. First, Maya Wright. This Trinity, these three from the Trinity United Church in Chicago, Illinois, number one. First, open-minded and middle America white women supported a struggling actor and radio talk show host named Oprah Winfrey because of the many white women who, without prejudice and lovingly, supported this struggling actor and radio talk show host. She
wasn't a struggling actress. She had a talk show all the way back into the either late 70s or early 80s. I think originated out of Chicago.
It did, yes.
But so far, it sounds like a positive spin on Oprah. Because you have the white women
who love her
that embraced the colored woman.
To support her.
Has now become, with the support of white women, one of...
All right, I see where he's going with this.
What?
Now, he's going to say that, and I think he's already addressed this, Oprah has now turned her back on all her white fans that made her successful, supported her career, both acting and television,
okay.
And now she's supporting this half-white Obama.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's the only way you can go with this.
Of the most famous and powerful women in America today. Now, when this struggling actor and radio talk show host had the opportunity to show her love and thanks to all of white America and white women in particular.
She gave them trips. She gave them cars. She gave them books. She gave them cookies. Mm-hmm. She had stuff for the audience from time to time. Mm-hmm. Did giveaways. Also has opened up some type of school in South Africa.
Yes, she
which
has.
Didn't work out so well.
For their love and support.
But she has given back.
Yeah, loves her in supporting a rising presidential candidate in the name of Hillary Rodham Clinton or Barack Hussein Obama. Oprah Winfrey chose to support one of the boys from the hood and one of the boys from the Trinity United Church, disavowing and showing her contempt for the white women.
How does that show contempt? I know that's an obvious question, and it's really almost at this point obligatory, so I got to ask it. How does that show contempt? Because you're going to support somebody that you think can run this country.
Absolutely makes no sense at all. But that's what he does. He goes on these ridiculous long treks to make no point whatsoever, so people will talk about him.
And obviously now,
Crazy
he's
like
just
that.
throwing out different names, and he's thinking, out of all these people, somebody come get my ass. I give up on Obama. I really thought after I went Obama's white mama, after I went after her, man, stand up, come get me. Big Pussy King, come get me.
That's what he said.
I got the fans and everybody else in my backyard trying to come get me. I got a Hong Kong Phooey and a Jack Lawrence in my backyard. I can't get Obama to do nothing.
Who made her the great woman that she is today. Thus saith the Lord to all.
Why can't you talk a little bit faster?
White women.
He's like a black William Shatner.
In America. Boycott the Oprah Winfrey Show. Go to your remote control now and block her show.
Bad news, Rev, because if right now, predominantly, you're preaching to your congregation and the video looks like a predominantly black church, you've already said it was white America that made Oprah successful, so
who are you talking to?
Your percentages ain't going to work out for you.
Under your parental control, guys. Do not purchase her products or services and do not become a guest on her.
That's got to be it. He's hoping that she'll come after him. Okay, and I tell people not to watch her show, don't buy her products.
That's why he's throwing out as many names as he can. He got tired of bashing on Obama for months. All right, I got to throw a bunch of names out, and hopefully one of them have a spine and come get me, because Obama, obviously, spines don't run in his family.
I'm amazed he didn't say that. Spineless pussy.
In the name of Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yeah, I went back too far.
And showing her contempt for the white control guys.
Got that.
Do not purchase. His name is Jesus on the report of the become a guest on her show. Thus saith the Lord God.
Wait a minute. Stop.
No, I know where you're going with that. Obviously, Earl decided Oprah is satanic. What is it, Alfie?
Say the Lord.
Did you want something?
No, I was just fixing my glasses.
Oh, all right. Just a big gesticulation just to get those straightened out.
I'm sorry, I was rolling up my sleeves, too.
Well, that's okay. I'd show those off as well. Those are big guns.
Why, thank you.
Well, you got a big tank to go with it.
So, be nice to him.
Almighty, his name is Jesus on the report of the Trinity of Hell. The Reverend Dr. Gerald.
They make it sound like Jesus did some type of consultation and issued a report. Well, here's what I think.
Round table.
Aya Wright is a closet homosexual.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's the only card he hasn't thrown out so far. Is he going to be a Nazi, too? Or what else can you do?
All right, so far, what were the three names? Oprah, Osama, and Reverend Wright. All right, he's done as much damage as he thinks he can do to Obama. So Oprah and Reverend Wright are the only ones left in this.
Oprah Winfrey chose to support the white women who made her Oprah Winfrey Show under your parental control. Become a guest on. His name is Jesus on the report of the Trinity of Hell. The Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright is a closet homosexual. The Senator Barack Hussein Obama is a closet homosexual.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
That one caught me.
He's got to have a story to follow that. You can't just throw that out. They're closet homosexuals. Now, here's how I know that. God.
Now, have you... I prayed to God, whose name is Earl. He told me, straight from his mouth...
As Earl. Yeah.
...that they both bad. Both Obama and Reverend Wright getting a mouthful of each other. Both all saying to each other, well, come on.
The Oprah Winfrey is a suspected lesbian.
Yeah, Trey said this was 5 minutes, but work, I think he's all right. Oh, God.
I don't get how his congregation wouldn't see that all of this stuff is scripted just to get attention and to finally have somebody come get his ass.
Yeah, because if you call somebody enough names, sooner or later somebody's going to sue me, and that way I can prove in court.
Well, I think it was even pissing him off.
Yeah, it was.
That Obama didn't address anything. Because it was nonstop about his mama being a whore, and Obama was born in sin. His daddy was, Obama was born a bastard.
Yeah.
His dad was a whore. Obama never said anything.
Not a word. Didn't address
Reverend
it.
Manning tried to step up, still didn't get any attention. Then he decides, what kind of man don't stand up for his mama? You spineless bastard pussy half white Obama mama?
We had to address Reverend Wright because he was, in the church that Obama went to. But, dude, nobody cares what you're saying.
Oh, I do.
Well, I mean, you do because it's funny for radio.
Is a closet homosexual. The Senator Barack Hussein Obama is a closet homosexual. The Oprah Winfrey is a suspected lesbian. These three, all members of the Trinity United Church in Chicago, Illinois. The reason why Senator Barack Hussein Obama stayed...
Obama. I don't get the staccato speech.
That's just his way of making a point.
But he doesn't do that when he's...
no, when he's just talking.
When he's in a sermon.
No.
I know he's trying to make a point. You can do that. You can be concise. But you don't have to give me everything like William Shatner.
Because I want you to hear me.
Within the Trinity of Hell for so long, for 20 years, is because of a homosexual relationship with its minister. Thus saith the Lord God Almighty, who says that I am he that liveth.
I believe that was the Beatles.
Yeah.
Is that the direction he's going?
I think so.
I am he.
And was dead, and
she is me.
Yeah.
Behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen.
I am the woman.
And have the keys of both.
He makes it sound like this is actual scripture that Obama and Oprah and Reverend Wright are all closet homos.
Trinity of Hell.
Because he says, as written by Jesus, whose name is Bud.
Death and hell. Senator Barack Hussein Obama.
I know his name.
Is a long-legged pimp.
That's actually funnier.
That is. Slow it down a little bit.
Is of both death and hell. Senator Barack Hussein Obama is a long-legged pimp. Senator Barack
What, Dan?
It's almost got a melody to it.
Yeah, I'm just a matter
You
of
could
time.
play music to that and be just dead on.
Almost uplifting.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's inspirational.
does a little rap version of this.
Hussein Obama is supported by a billionaire named George Soros, who founded an organization named MoveOn.org to rescue former President William Jefferson Clinton during his impeachment hearings some time ago. This now organization, a MoveOn organization, has now...
Have I already gotten to the highlight because you said you had a clip?
No, the highlight was that they're gay lovers.
Now thrown its ugly left-wing support wholeheartedly behind Barack Hussein Obama, pouring nearly $200 million into the pockets of Barack Hussein Obama. And in advertising...
Did Trey say all of this was worth listening to? Because I think after calling the three of them, putting them in a gay triad.
I think that was probably the top, yeah. But
Well, then why wouldn't he just cut it off after that?
To support his candidacy, he spent nearly all of that money with white agencies, white hotels, white businesses, white newspapers. And very little, if any, was spent with black television or black radio. Barack Hussein Obama played and pimped Warren Ballentine, Michael Baisden, Russ Parr, Roland Martin, and Tavis Smiley.
The only name I recognized was Russ Parr, the radio guy.
Yeah.
I recognize Tavis Smiley, but I can't remember why. Maybe another radio person, maybe.
I think he is.
Hold on. Gavin, do you know? You know any of these names?
I'm sorry, say it again.
I'm sorry, Bunny.
Just to name a few. They gave it up for free. He pimped nearly all of the black media, gave them no money, but they gave it up for free.
All right, your stats are where? Your paperwork is where? Yeah. Right, well, who cares? He's throwing these things out. He never issues any documentation. He just says they spent all this money on the white community, expected the black community to support him for free.
Right.
Where's the paperwork? Where's the bookkeeping?
Where's
the ledger? I don't care about. I don't care what his point is. You're not listening to me. Where is your documentation? If you're going to keep throwing these things out, sooner or later, somebody's going to sue you, and that's not going to be the attention that you want. No. You just want the media attention.
I say unto you that they were played by the master player. Now, this trinity of hell.
Who's the master player? Billy D?
No.
What are they talking about?
I don't know who the master player is.
You got me on that one.
Well, it's got to be Billy D.
No.
He's the only one he hasn't gone after.
That's just a matter of time. Maybe that's what's in the...
I said screw Billy D! I drink beer!
No.
Not going to be so funny when Billy D shows up.
With his bull. Bring Cool in the gang, the pimps.
The father, the Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright, the son, the Senator Barack Hussein Obama, and the whore girl.
Wow. I don't know if Oprah is aware of this guy, because if she's not,
she probably got staff at her.
And she hears this once, she's not going to know what his entire plan is.
Probably not, but you know she's got people that are at least going to let her hear this.
I don't know if it's obvious to everybody that all he's trying to do is to get somebody pissed off to come after his ass.
I think so, because you can't go so far out on a port. And just for no
on
reason,
a what?
On a board.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said a porch.
I didn't say any such thing.
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I didn't.
I think porch came out of your mouth.
I didn't. I'm bored.
Look at Dan's eyeballs.
I don't want to see Dan's eyeballs. Quit looking at me, Dan.
A porch.
No.
Say it.
Bored.
You want to go out on a porch.
On a limb.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow.
Well, now that's just you guys. Everybody, don't write that down, Dan. That's a very common saying. Everybody says that, Chuck.
You went from a porch to a limb.
I never said porch. And people say...
What, do you got them jumping?
I never said porch. Oh, it never came out of my mouth. That's
Jesus.
Out on a limb. People say that all the time.
Oh, Christ.
Quit writing things down, Dan.
Jesus. You got to say all these things and go out on a porch. No, damn it. Do we need a break?
Yes. Thank you.
I don't really want it for air, but I can go pull me that audio, JD.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to for our own edification.
We'll be back.
Great. We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
I used to shoot black bitches from my BB gun out of the tree.
Stop that. God.
Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Did they say what city that chase was in?
I didn't see it. I just walked in as it was playing.
This is great. He can go to a lily white state like Iowa and win.
Which TV
we
is
have
that,
come
too?
a long way.
Let me back it up. I still don't get why these cops...
Number one, you know,
clearly when you see something...
I can't tell what city it's in. It's a long, drawn-out police chase. You got a punk that obviously put dozens of people's lives in jeopardy. Bails in the car. They catch him on the other side of the tracks. Cops, for whatever reason, don't look up to see if there's a helicopter. Kick him in the chest, slap him around. Once he's cuffed, decide to step on his head for a second.
You'd think they'd know after they hear the helicopters. It happens time and time and time and time again.
I got to start selling. Maybe I'll just give them away, those umbrellas online, that just, a huge one that says police, nothing to see.
Go away. Don't videotape this.
There's going to be an investigation.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Let me say a couple of things. Number one, it's never good, Rochelle,
Let me back it up to the chase.
The kid's on the ground in
Didn't find
handcuffs.
anything, though. Coast Guard says there's no evidence of any foul play on that boat. And the
story's
life
coming up
raft,
next.
The life raft, rather, was still on board, Mike. So we're going to keep you posted.
All right,
on
thank
that. Take a look at this video here. This is a police chase early this morning. Because of this, several cops are under investigation in Indianapolis. The driver's accused of breaking into several cars in the area. This chase lasted about 10 minutes. This is the end of it.
All right, Van goes into
a
power slide. He bails out. Cops catch him on the other side of the railroad tracks.
Cut him off. You can see the officers are going to start kicking him right there. Local reports say he was
down.
kicked at least 5 times.
He was setting up.
It doesn't matter. He's down on the ground. He wasn't putting his hand in his pockets.
You know what? You're a big guy while you're breaking into cars and you're running from the cops. All of a sudden you get caught. You're going to get kicked in the chest.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you
I
are.
bet these guys end up getting in trouble over this.
We don't know what the whole backstory is. Do you?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
The guy's sitting on the ground.
What if somebody died in the course of that chase? What if
kick him?
What if it was Joy?
Well, would I be
somebody in my family
very upset?
is hurt because this chicken ass is running from the cops after being a thief. I hope the cops get to kick him until they're tired.
If it was a family member of mine, it would be awful, be horrible. Does it make it okay for the cops to kick him in the chest?
Yes,
No,
it does.
It doesn't.
Absolutely.
And
the
then
law's not going to stand up. You want to argue legality or right and wrong? Because you're saying, is it right?
No, okay. Is it right? Do they have a right? No, legally they don't.
That's not. I'm going to ask you again. We're talking about legally or right and wrong?
I'm talking about legally.
All right, then say that.
Okay, legally they don't have a right to beat him.
I know that.
Well, that's what all I was saying.
But yeah, it is right to kick that little fart in the chest.
Well, unfortunately, in this case, once again, the cops are going to
Again, you got no concern for anybody until you get caught. You're not concerned about the possible damage that you could have done.
No.
You want to sit there, I give up. Well, it's too late.
It's not too late. Legally, I just give up. My hands are up in the air.
Well, we're not talking about legally. We're talking about now between right and wrong. You're going to sit there while we put up the tent. And we're going to wait on a train.
That'd suck. Have them hold you down and the guy walks over the umbrella. Oh, hell. Go ahead.
Then they're going to put me on tracks. Why are we moving over there?
I like the one 2 weeks ago where they saw the helicopter.
Why is he putting my head on the tracks and a penny next to it? Do what?
The one a couple of weeks ago with a cop. They had him in the street, and they were arresting him, and they looked up, they saw the helicopter, and they drug him behind a van.
I still haven't seen that video.
It's hilarious. You can see the cop look up, and he goes, no, you're not going to get to do this, and he just pulls him behind the van. What happened behind the van? We don't know, because the helicopter couldn't get around.
I had the news story, or a news story that goes along with the video. An Indianapolis pastor called this morning's videotaped arrest of an Indianapolis man a clear case of excessive force. However, a police spokesman said the officers were justified in kicking the suspect who had led them on a chase and continued to resist arrest this morning on the east side. The TV helicopter captured video of officers kicking the suspect at least 5 times as he was on the ground, including one blow to the head when the man's arms were pinned behind his back. That
wasn't a blow to his head. He just stepped on it.
He kicked him in the head.
He stepped on the back of his head. I can go back and watch the video again. He just stepped on it.
For what reason?
Who cares?
Well, you don't get touchy. Just
Here's the problem.
That.
You either start fighting these punks on the same ground that they're working with, or you just give up. Because they're going to get off anyway. Why not just beat his ass while you got him?
They had him under control at that point.
They didn't have anything under control. You don't know what he's got. Maybe they hadn't searched him for weapons yet. Just because his hands behind his back doesn't mean he's not some kung fu guy.
The force was justified, according to police spokesman Sergeant Matthew Mount, because the man appeared to be reaching for a knife they saw him carrying in his pants.
Thank you.
With his hands behind his back, he was reaching for a knife?
When they kicked him.
When they first
Follow the
kicked him.
story.
When they first kicked
him because they thought he had a knife in his pocket.
Okay, then that turns out to be the case. Then you're right.
You're speaking out of turn. You don't know all the facts.
Nor do you. You weren't there.
I watched the chase.
How many times do we watch cops kick people and beat people that really don't deserve it?
Never.
That's not true. I mean,
we watch it, but they always deserve it.
One officer actually fires a taser, sending the suspect to the ground.
Well, how come we didn't see that?
Well, because that's obvious. There was a jump cut in there that they had when they were showing the video on the TV.
Oh. I want to see the director's cut.
The spokesman says he, meaning the suspect, reaches up and starts pulling out the probes. Then he starts reaching down towards his waist, where officers have already observed that he was carrying a knife.
I wonder if, because the footage we just looked at was on CNN, I wonder if they edited that out of him reaching down for the probes and where a knife would be. They cut that out because then all of a sudden it justifies the police force.
Could have.
I love cops. The video appears to show the one officer kick the suspect 3 times, blah, blah, blah. Mount, the police spokesman says. The third officer, who kicked him in the back of the head, allegedly, with his arms behind his back, said he appeared to be using his foot to push the suspect's head down. It's more of a gentle maneuver as opposed to a stomp.
I didn't really see him stomp. It actually looked like he just put his foot on the back of his head.
He did. It's almost just kind of like
I said get back down.
Yeah, just a get down there.
That was more of just a last little pissy move as opposed to a punch.
Yeah.
So in this case, the cops are saying that everything was justified and it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Now, he is saying, obviously, it still has to be reviewed, has to be looked at to determine whether excessive force was used in the pushing the head back down with his foot. So really,
you stick a tent up, and that way you don't have to worry about public intervention on something that's none of our business. I'm not in law enforcement. I don't care what you do when you're arresting these guys. And the TV stations have, unless I get to see it, have no business covering any of this. Because all it does is undermine your authority.
Yeah, but they also feel like we're the TV station, we're going to get this footage, and we're going to be the ones to break the story, and it's going to go nationwide. That's all they care about.
Now, the upside is people live in that town see that, and possibly they won't run from the cops because they know what's going to happen when you finally get caught.
There is an upside anytime we see a chase.
People avoid the city of Garland because they know what their cops do. And that's not just rumor. Even cops are afraid of Garland police.
Yeah, we always get emails. So every time you talk about
that's
that.
That's not concocted. You don't need to go to Snopes to double check the Garland cops. And that's the way all of them should be. You should be afraid to do anything in the city limits.
You should be, absolutely. I mean,
the only problem is people in Mesquite suffer because they just drive around.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
God, what do you mean, yeah?
Yes, Ben. Okay, what's wrong with the phone? Try it now. Something's feeding through the phone line.
Yeah. One of the TVs, maybe?
Ben.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I was just going to tell you, I think we ought to make a rule in this that it's going to be just like a game. If the guy decides that he's going to run, if the cops get him, they get 5 minutes to just wail on him for, as hard as they want. He understands. He takes off and runs. He's taking a chance. If he gets caught, he gets wailed on. If he doesn't, well, then he's free. But if he sits in his car, then he just goes to jail.
The only problem with that is that's going to be more of an incentive to keep going because if you stop, you're not just going to get arrested; you're going to get wailed on. I don't think most criminals like the idea of turning this into some game show and throwing you into the bash cube.
No, but if they stay in.
Thank you, I got it though.
Very nice.
And the bash cube would, of course, be inside the big tent.
Pull a trailer up.
It's just one big piece. You just hit a button, it just poof, pops up. Step on in.
You're the contestant.
All right. You ready to go with news, Dan?
Yeah. Did you ever get the clip of JD? Oh, I'm sorry. You said you didn't care to listen to that on the air.
Yes.
No, I didn't. It wasn't that big of a punchline unless it was funnier when you checked it.
No.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Just listen to it once, just to reminisce.
Oh, yeah, we do things just once around here.
Don't look at me, dude.
But I don't know if it's obvious to everybody that all he's trying to do is to get somebody pissed off to come after his ass.
I think so, because you can't go so far out on a port.
On a what? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I was going for bored.
No.
Yes.
And bored doesn't have
another word slipped in, and it was...
And that's 90% of the way that you work these things.
No, I don't do these.
Another word slips. I'm a buffoon. I mumble. I slur.
I do.
But I'm able to get these out from time to time. Are you coming up for a raise?
No, I'm not.
With your organization?
No,
or are you going for more of a bonus structure
now?
In
an organization of any type.
They have you on a bonus plan?
No, there's no plan. There's no group. There's no Nothing. I'm a buffoon. That's all there is.
You don't have any retirement or anything?
I just accidentally slip and say things that sound bad, but really aren't.
Is there a quota?
No quota.
Why is it you're the only one doing it?
You guys just listen to everything I say, and you tear it apart, and you make these things up, and you play them backwards, and you do everything else that nobody else would. You haven't forgotten anything. You've forgotten an evil thing in your life.
Let's see, JD.
Please stop this.
JD.
What is the point in playing this?
I don't know.
Well, you must have an idea.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
You're an ignorant, whatever.
God. Now, not everybody hears that one, so I'll let that one go.
Thank you.
I don't know how. That's the only thing I can hear.
Well, that's because that's what you've told yourself to listen for. It was urinary.
What?
Urinary is what it was, is what I was trying to say. And then,
why don't you pick a word that's close when you're trying to get out of these things? I was trying to say board, but it came out porch.
Well,
I was trying to say urinary, and it come out.
It was very close. Urinary and
again, you could do this in front of an entire audience group, do group testing, and nobody's going to pick out urinary out of this audio.
Urinary, whatever. Yes.
You obviously got bored with my story.
I wasn't.
And just threw that out.
I was trying to help you with your story. You were talking about the infection this lady has had, and you were pointing down toward your urinary area, and I said urinary, whatever.
You almost did it again.
No, urinary, whatever. Urinary, whatever. Damn, urinary, whatever. Oh, please stop this.
I can't find the other
Thank
audio.
you.
Yeah, let me see.
We have tons of news and audio and all kinds of things to get to today.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, man, wait, wait. All right. Wait, man, wait, wait.
So those are the early days when you did it backwards, as opposed to being more bold.
No, I didn't do anything.
What's even more irritating is, why is there a picture of Obama right now on television with Curious George next to him? Did that look odd to anybody else?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. Which TV is that? Two.
Yeah. I'm active as I can be. Of course, after all this, they
all right, I got the right TV. Let me back it up.
So
why are you dancing around, Joe?
I'm out of the barrel.
No, that's all right. You just got company. Back it up to the beginning of this story.
Oh, my God.
It's a picture of Curious George
with a
banana that says Obama 08 on it.
Monkey. That's racist. Don't you see that?
I didn't liken an African American to a monkey.
All right, this is a bar owner who's using the Curious George eating a banana.
T-shirts or whatever.
Right. Kind of sounds like Fisher to Berry.
Okay, I like it.
All right, Mike, here's the bottom line on this one. You got to be kidding me. If you're going to liken the image of an African-American man with a monkey, that's racist. Don't you see that?
I didn't liken an African-American to a monkey. I likened it to a cartoon character. Actually, these T-shirts are a spin-off of Curious George. This particular little character here is called Satisfied Thread. And,
well, I know he's a cute cartoon character, but don't you understand that?
I did not say that.
I'd also like to say I am deeply, deeply sorrowful.
You still like...
Here is called Satisfied Thread. And,
well, I know he's a cute cartoon.
And here's the other problem with this story is if CNN has a problem with this, why are you sticking up Obama's face and Curious George at the same time with a split screen? You've done more than this guy selling the T-shirts.
No one would know about this guy, except people around his bar.
Character, but don't you understand that you still liken the image? I mean, that's Barack Obama. He's an African-American man, and that is a monkey. For a century now, that image has been a racist image.
He is a political.
I think CNN is going out on a limb on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you believe in evolution, they think all of us evolved from apes.
Sure.
Why is it CNN is just picking blacks. I believe this is going to create more problem for them than this old guy selling the shirts.
Some T-shirts in the bar.
Political candidate for the presidency of these United States. And he has huge ears and a huge smile, which is absolutely disarming. And his hairline matches that character. And that's what I saw. I did not buy those T-shirts. I've got 4 grandchildren.
And CNN does it nonstop. They keep showing a picture of Curious George, split screen with Obama. Same grin, same smile.
I'm sorry, but your credibility is not helped when you whistle when you talk.
Obama. So I made mention
the old guy?
Yeah. Were given to me for my 63rd birthday. A box of them.
So you're saying you're not a racist?
To me. No, I'm not. But now you called me to talk, and I'm going to talk.
Go ahead, finish up.
All right. I'm active as I can be. Of course, after all this, they may disenfranchise me, but I always try to help the MDA. I have a personal reason for it, which is none of yours, but I ride motorcycle, and they have a ride here in Marietta. So because these shirts were a gift.
All right, so he's selling the shirts for MDA.
Yeah. It's like this is spin on it.
And really, this makes CNN look more racist because they saw something with it. The old guy looked at it. He said,
I didn't see anything.
Black, white, doesn't make any difference to me. Kind of looks like Curious George. Okay.
He's got ears and a smile. Oh, my God.
Envelope around here to MDA.
That's Muscular Dystrophy Association for those of you.
Absolutely. They're having a ride here on June the 7th. Any of your listeners or riders, they ought to come up and help.
Okay, let me ask you this, Mike. Obviously, you had people protest. People are offended by this. Why don't you just prove that you have no ill intentions and stop selling them?
Hell, I have stopped selling them.
So you stopped selling them. You're done with them.
I'm out of them.
Okay.
I can't keep them on the shelf. Damn, I wish I had another 8 boxes.
Or not. Just depends.
Well, why don't you stop that?
I'm not
if you're not a racist and you have no...
He just answered the question. I'm not selling them. And I think he went on to ask, would you sell them again?
Well, I will or not. Just depends. But I sold them all.
You're going to get more and sell more, or you done?
I don't know whether I will or not. Just depends.
Well, why don't you stop that?
I'm not
if you're not a racist and you have no ill feelings toward Barack Obama because he's a black man running for president, why don't you just stop?
I'll tell you, I wouldn't vote for Barack Obama because he's too young, too inexperienced for the job. Colin Powell running, man, I'd show you a trick right here at this little dive. But I'm not racist, and I'm tired of getting called that today. So my conversation with you, friend, is over. If you don't understand what I just said, there's a little something wrong with you.
Well, there's a little something wrong with you, I'll say, if you're putting Barack Obama and likening him to a monkey. That is wrong in this country, and we as Americans don't like that anymore, sir. I appreciate your time. You've said your piece, Mike Norman.
Nice going. He already hung up on you, dildo.
Yeah, make your point.
I'm going to have to cut you off here.
This guy he just tried so hard to get a soundbite from that old man, get him all riled up. No, guys, I'm not going to have it. It's got nothing to do with race.
Well, obviously it's an issue, but it was the way that they just attacked it. You look more like a racist the way you were reporting it and talking to the old guy. Yeah. I didn't know anything. I didn't think anything about it. I don't think of black people. I don't think about monkeys. I don't associate the two. I'm just selling T-shirts for MDA.
He came off.
You're the ones that changed it, and I'm tired of being called racist by all you freaks.
The old guy came off pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I told him the story. I'm done with you.
I'm not selling the shirts because I'm out.
And one more thing before I hang up. Why don't you drop the dead? Greasy-haired fool. All right.
Yeah, the old guy's selling them for MDA. He's looking good in every which way, and they're trying to make this a racial issue.
Well, why don't you stop? I didn't stop. Ran out.
You can just sell some more if I have them. Dumbass.
Supply and demand. Went through all of them in like an hour and a half. They're hot.
Oh, my God. All right.
Do we start news, Dan?
No. But did you ever, speaking of the Curious George thing, did you ever hear anything about Rush Limbaugh on his show with Obama and Curious George?
No.
It happened right before we voted in Texas for the primary. On March 3rd, Rush Limbaugh issued an on-air apology to Senator Barack Obama after a caller said her daughter thought the Democratic presidential frontrunner looked like Curious George. Limbaugh, who laughed at the caller's comments, later apologized, explaining he didn't know anything about Curious George. He said he'd never heard of him. And he was laughing just out of being polite.
That's not a good cover.
That was kind of my thinking. I have part of his, what he said here is, have to apologize to Senator Obama. I had never heard of Curious George, only now have staffers sent me little pictures of Curious George. So I wish to apologize. It was not my intent to bring dishonor and guttural utterances into this campaign and happened. I laughed about it. It was a 12-year-old kid's reaction to Obama. It was told by his mother. I was laughing because I was being polite, but I had never heard of
Well, obviously,
Curious
there wasn't a stink about it because I never heard of it until you just now brought it up.
And I hadn't either. So.
It's still not something, no, it's not a T-shirt you should put out and expect for everyone to embrace.
No.
Not everybody is always going to see racism in what might be racist. And the old guy didn't sound like he really had a clue. And if he didn't, you're a bigger racist than he is because he saw nothing in it.
Just a happy little animal cartoon that looks facially a little bit like the...
Hold on a second. If I was you, I'd quiet up.
Okay.
Because you're getting dangerously close to being in the same bucket with the old man. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Hey, boss. Thanks for everything you do. Real quick, did you know that when Bush was running for election, they had website BushOrChimp.com? That sets precedence, makes it all fair.
Well, again, we go back to the right and wrong and what you can really get away with. And sticking a monkey on, when you got a black candidate, you do the monkey thing, you're going to have people object to it. And it's certainly not something that I would take part in.
No. Or where or by.
Yes, Jennifer. Okay. You know what she wanted?
She was complaining that we were calling Obama African American.
I never said he was African American.
Her whole deal was, hey, why call him African American? He's half white.
Isn't that the American part?
Yeah.
Both bases covered.
I don't care what color he is.
Mason.
Again, this is coming to play too far to where now you have to dance around everything. Makes no difference. The old guy was right. I wouldn't vote for Obama because I don't think he's old enough, and I don't think he has enough experience. I wouldn't vote for Hillary because she's a... And I'm not going to have one of those in the White House, as scary as it might be to the rest of the world. I don't even know that I like John McCain because he's in his mid-70s, and when you get somebody that old in the White House, they don't give a rat's ass about much, and they may launch missiles just on a whim.
Yeah, seriously, Dad.
I'm 75. I'm probably about 4 or 5 years away from being dead. What do I care? I ain't got no time for a Cold War. Let's heat this bitch up.
Light the fires and kick the tires. Actually got an email a couple weeks ago, the last time you brought up all the candidates. Hey, Russ, you said that you won't vote in the election because you don't like any of the candidates. I understand that. It's like we're always choosing between the lesser of two evils. But who would you like to see make a run that you might actually vote for?
Dick Cheney.
I said that the other day. I was thinking about that. He'll never do it, but you're right. Every time I hear that quote, so, you think, that's what you want your president to say. I'm not going to be swayed by
I believe the question was for me, but you can keep talking.
Well, sometimes you say, if there's a quiet moment, that someone should speak up. So I was trying to speak up.
No, go ahead. Finish it.
I'm done.
I got another email. Hey, JD, shut up.
There you go.
I'm just tired of the rhetoric that comes along with, because everybody has to throw out broad statements so you appeal to as many people as you can. You don't get that out of Dick Cheney. Now, that would be one reason he's not going to get elected. You don't care about the American people? Nope. You don't care about social programs? Get a job.
Well, I think he could add one little phrase onto that answer, and he would be fine, which is, you don't care about the American people? No. Or whatever. It's, I know what's best, or I know what's best for this country. Not everyone does.
We're not running a popularity contest.
Right.
We're in a war.
I'm doing what I think is right.
You're going to depend on your advisors and not a guess or a poll by the American people. Unless you really are involved on a daily basis. I don't care what the American public says. Nobody else says that. Cheney's the only one. Really, at this point, that's who I want in the White House.
It's just the way he's, instead of finishing the sentence, he just went, so? That would have been the end of it had she not gone, excuse me, you going to follow up on that? And then he went in and followed up. Most political people would have gone.
But you still got a concise answer out of him.
Oh, you did.
It wasn't, when Obama addressed the whole Reverend Wright thing, took him weeks, months to address it, and everything was a long, drawn-out concert.
I don't think
instead of saying, I screwed up. I should have addressed this years ago. I didn't do it. I wanted to be president, and I didn't want this to damn my chances. I blew it. Thank you.
That's fair.
Nothing else to ask, nothing else to chase him with. You've already distanced yourself. You didn't try and cover it up. You didn't say, I didn't know that Reverend Wright was throwing these things out. It must have been the Sunday that he was on a honky tear, and I missed it.
I think you may be missing a little bit, though, with Cheney, is that I think more people would be receptive to him running, or someone like him who's short, concise, isn't going to blow smoke, is going to give you an honest answer.
People like smoke. That's the way you get elected. Hillary throwing out the gas companies should put money back into the pay the taxes on the gas, the oil companies, whatever it was she threw out. They're not going to do. It's absurd, but people like to hear that.
Sure.
I got somebody on my side in the White House.
She has a solution.
This may not be the solution, but at least she's talking about the oil companies either paying the taxes or putting money back in so the cost of gasoline doesn't skyrocket. It's not going to happen. Stop depending on other people to do something. Cut back, carpool, sell some stuff, stop going places.
And everybody pointed that out immediately. They went, that's not going to happen. That sounds really good, but it's just not going to happen.
I don't know that many people jumped on it that it wasn't going to happen.
Obama came out that day, and, of course, Rick Perry said, that's not a solution. And I'm not going to get on that bandwagon.
What was it? How long before we need a break?
A minute.
Well, what is it with the oil reserves, the U.S. oil reserves? Did they change something today?
I had not heard that.
Do you know, Chuck?
No, sir.
All right, wrong room to ask questions about the news. Whatever it was going to be another futile attempt to try and bring down the gas prices. We're not going to affect. We could do short term. If we cut back dramatically on consumption, gas prices would drop. But if we continue to drop consumption, gas prices would eventually go back up because the rest of the world's going to buy it.
Sure. And it's like the silly email that go around. Don't buy it on this day. Shut up. Don't buy it from Exxon. Be quiet. You're not making any sense.
They want to do that. They don't want to sit down and plan something out. You know what? I'm going to send out an email. I'm going to find people that want to carpool with me. No. Possibly I'll put some money in my home, be a little more energy efficient. No. I want to send out an email to boycott Exxon on a certain day where you're going to fill up the day before, the day after, they're going to sell the same amount of gas, and you're still effed.
People just want it to be easy. They want it to be in the email, a click away. If you'll send this to 30 people, they'll send it to shut up.
They don't think it out.
No.
And then when you explain it to them, they still don't get it.
What have you said before? Okay, we do start reducing. We do start making more oil. What's going to happen? Guys over in the Middle East,
they're going to bump up oil production.
Thank you.
And again, we're going to lose interest.
Mm-hmm.
It's like back in the late 70s, early 80s. You started having cars that were more fuel efficient. Gas prices had gone up. Then they came back down. And then we went back to driving Godzillas that get 8-9 miles a gallon. And we're going to go through that same. It's going to be another cyclical phase. Gas prices are going to stay up. We're going to start buying more fuel-efficient cars, hybrids. Gas prices are going to come back down. Everybody's going to be stuck with these electric cars. They look like some gay designer drew them up.
Why can't they just make one that's cool? Just one. Just something, but convertible.
A dragster, something that looks mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody has to know it's an electric car.
No, put it electric on a vet body, something.
What were you going to say something, Dan?
I found the story real quick. What it is Congress was trying to press President Bush into halting the purchase of oil to be put in the reserves, thinking that would help offset some of the costs. Whereas Bush is saying what we buy on a daily basis is like 0.1% of
the
what's overall.
The global consumption.
Right. He's saying, yeah, we could do that, but it's not going to make a difference.
All right. And they're talking about releasing some of the reserves back into the mainstream, so you can drop oil prices. That's going to be short term. You take the taxes away, just do that, people are going to start driving more, consumption goes up, cost of gas goes up, then when they put the tax back on, you're going to freaking wig out. What do you want, Alfie?
Line 2 guy says that he knows how he can get gas prices lower.
Here we go.
God. Finally. And I thought this segment was going to die. Yes, Jason.
Hey, Russ, I'm with you on everybody having the ideas of buying on a certain day and skipping this day. It ain't going to work. I am actually in the business. If people would just not buy from an Exxon station, it would make a huge difference at ExxonMobil.
We covered this,
because if you buy from an Exxon station, they make more money off of it.
All right, so let me ask you this. We stop buying gas from Exxon. We start buying it from Racetrack, whatever the other gas, Shell, whatever. All of a sudden, they run out of gas. Exxon's going to be the only one with gas, and then they're going to ram it up our ass.
No, Exxon has their hands in every gallon of gas that you buy.
Okay, then they're not going to lose any money if you send it someplace else. They're still going to show the profits. They're just not going to show it from their own dealerships.
No, they're not going to make as much because they don't make as much from another pump.
Why don't you get a car that gets better gas mileage? Why don't you carpool? Why don't you take mass transit? Why don't you stop with the emails and the concoctions and actually go to the root of the problem? We are where we are because we chose it.
Totally agree with you.
Well, then why are you bothering me?
Because I'm bored.
Oh, all right. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What do you got?
Pack rats. That's what I got. And in Garland, southbound 635 at Centerville, Ferguson, you got a stall car. It's in the HOV lane. On eastbound I-30 at Cadiz, downtown, the left lane's blocked. It's backed up onto Tom Landry. Southbound Tollway before Keller Springs, that reckon the left lane's causing a backup to Trinity Mills. And in Plano, northbound 75 at Plano Parkway, the off-ramp still blocked. Traffic still backed up to at least Beltline in Richardson. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Gail. We have a tornado watch till 9 o'clock tonight. 70 for the low, 80 tomorrow, and let me see, 83 now at Live 105.3.
Let's see. Yes, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Oh, is this Russ?
Yes.
Yeah. I was just calling in about the Chinese using up too much fuel in their cars, which they don't even need.
Why don't they need cars?
Well, they don't need cars over there. It's like living in New York City. If you lived in New York City, worked in New York City, why would you need a car?
So why are they buying cars?
It's showing off their money because there's a lot of new businesses. A lot of people are business owners, so there's a lot of new wealth over there. So they're just buying cars. So I've been to China about 8 times. I wouldn't own a car. Just too much cost involved, but they're just showing off their money.
Why don't we stop buying cars?
Well, we live in houses. They live in basically high-rise apartments.
All right.
The whole.
So they don't deserve to drive any place because they have mass transit.
It's not that they don't deserve. It's just a waste.
Well, then that's their choice to make that waste. We waste all the time. Who made us the big chief wasters?
Yeah, well, I know we waste it, but our society is set up. I mean, have you ridden mass transit?
Thank you.
They just buy them to show them off. Sometimes they stack them 9, 10, 15 feet tall.
Getting them weirded out wheels and a bunch of gold and silver, putting a bunch of yin-yang on the cars.
You sounded angry that they're hoarding cars.
Hey, crazy people don't need to even drive cars.
Have you ever seen them drive?
They live in high rises. What are you going to do? Drive down the elevator shaft?
If that was available in America, we would do that.
Again, we want somebody else to do something so we don't have to make any adjustments. We could do. What is it, Philip?
Hey, thanks for taking my call. My idea is that if the government would drop the speed limit down back to 55, which is the best speed to get the best mileage.
Oh, hell no. I'd rather take cars from Asians.
You're right. We don't want to do anything, especially that.
Well, we're not going to save enough to make any kind of difference, and I'm going to notice it, the extra half hour it takes to get to work.
You're going to notice it. You're not going to do it. I mean, the airlines the other day came out with a story saying,
drop the speed limits in the smaller states.
Why?
Because you got less places to go.
Oh, I see. Well, they
in
still
Texas,
want to get there quick.
You've got hundreds, thousands of miles, millions of miles.
But they still want to get there as quick as they can.
But you've got smaller states.
Okay.
And you're closer to wherever it is that you're going to go.
I see.
So drop the speed limit.
Okay, so if it's a small area, you drop the speed limit, like from here to your house.
I said a smaller state.
Just saying.
Texas is still large.
I know, but it's not large.
And it's a half hour from here to my house.
I know.
I'd like the speed limit to be unlimited, like the Autobahn.
No.
I think that is the Autobahn to you already is 114.
Well, in his mind it is.
In reality, it practically is. How many tickets have you gotten on 114?
None.
Exactly.
Oh, that's true. It gets out of all of them.
I don't ask for anything.
But the airlines did bump the speed of some of the jets down. I read last week, and it's saving like $1,200, but per flight. That's a lot of fuel, and a lot of money. And it takes like they did the calculations, like from New York to Paris is going to be another 25 minutes.
Okay. Something that's not going to be noticeable. In fact, if you didn't tell me as a passenger, I wouldn't think about it.
A lot of airliners now taxi on one. If it's got two jets, they taxi on one jet. You probably don't even know it, but they're saving fuel.
Why wouldn't they just always do that?
It used to be you were at the gate and you fired them both up and you taxi out. But nowadays, most jets, I know Southwest was one of the last ones to get on board, you don't want to get to the end of the runway, wait all that time, fire up the number 2 engine, and have it not work and have to go back to the gate. That was the thinking. And that was back when fuel was,
Well, then check it at the gate before you back up.
It was much more affordable back then. That
All
was
right,
the standard
all right.
procedure.
I got the concept. What was the thing with the guy with Southwest today, that the cell phone?
Oh, yeah.
Story.
How was he on the phone during the flight?
That's what I want to know. But they must have been very low, because about 2, 3, 4 miles out, your cell phone starts to work again. I just don't know how he was on any higher than that. I can't get any reception.
Do they? I've seen it in the movies. They have satellite phones. I don't know if that's real life or not.
Oh, you mean on the back of the seats?
Well, not even that. As just phones you can actually buy that uses a satellite instead of cellular towers.
Okay, I follow what you're saying.
All right, what's the story, Sam?
An Austin man who flew into Love Field this morning was handed a ticket for refusing to hang up while the plane was in the air, so why was he on the phone? Southwest's Beth Harbin says 50-year-old Joe David Jones of Austin was asked several times to get off the phone, but he refused. Harbin says it is a federal rule, blah, blah, blah. Mark Clayton of the Austin-based Skyonic Corporation where Jones works says while the plane was airborne, Jones got an emergency text from doctors who said his father's heart had stopped and he needed a call immediately, and that's why he was on the phone, and that's why he refused to get off the phone.
How did he get the text if his phone was off?
Exactly.
It should have been off during the flight, right?
Sure. Right.
Well, hang on. Can you have it on during the flight? You just got to shut it off at takeoff and landing?
You're supposed to have it off during the flight. Okay. Now, there are certain other devices like mini disc players or whatever, DVDs you can turn on in flight, but phones are supposed to be off the whole time.
All right, so he shouldn't have been able to get a text.
No. He had his phone on.
Because cellular phones, or whatever he's using, still emits a signal back and forth. That way it stays in contact with the towers, so you can always get a call.
Your computer speakers, you can hear make that little tick-tick noise, and that's what it's emitting.
And this is a federal reg that he couldn't have the phone on. So it's not even a Southwest
that's
airline judgment.
No, and actually they had, in addition to the story, I think the fine, Southwest could get fined had they not taken any action. And I think their fine was in the neighborhood of like $25,000.
Right. Mm-hmm. I think he's looking at, as far as the city of Dallas, what, $500?
I think it was. It's what I heard, yes. But it's one of those things.
And you've got people, they're now twisted at Southwest. Well,
his dad was.
This guy had to do. It ain't our call.
The phone should have been off to begin with. Anyway, you're right. You should never have gotten.
What are you going to do on the phone? You going to walk him through the procedure?
No, he's probably in a hospital. He wanted to stay on the phone because his father was potentially dying. You're right. People are twisted at Southwest. It's not a Southwest law or rule. It's federal.
They don't even.
And when they tell you something on board, you have to do it. Now, you can argue about it when you get on the ground, but as the flight crew tells you something, you really have to do it.
Not the guy who had to sit in the bathroom for an hour and a half on a flight.
That story too.
Only because he had a non-revenue generating ticket. He got a free ticket from an employee.
From a buddy.
He's sitting in the seat. They tell him he's got to get up because the flight attendant can't sit in one of those little jumper seats. Yeah. He was uncomfortable. He can't sit in the jumper seat because he's not an employee. Right. So the captain told him to go sit on the pot for an hour and a half.
cannot believe a captain told him to do that.
I actually think that may be my favorite story of the day.
Go ahead and read all of it because I might have got some of it wrong.
Okay. A New York City man is suing JetBlue Airways for more than $2 million because he says a pilot made him give up his seat to a flight attendant and sit on the john for more than 3 hours on a flight from California. Gokhan Mutlu says in court papers the pilot told him to go hang out in the bathroom about 90 minutes, and that's his quote, into the San Diego to New York flight because the flight attendant complained that the jump seat she was assigned to was uncomfortable. Mutlu was traveling on a buddy pass standby travel voucher that JetBlue employees give to friends. The pilot told him 1.5 hours into the 5-hour flight that he would have to relinquish the seat to the flight attendant. But the pilot said that Mutlu could not sit in the jump seat because that's reserved for JetBlue employees. When Mutlu expressed reluctance to go sit in the bathroom, the pilot, who was not named, told him that, quote, he was the pilot, this was his plane under his command, that Mutlu should be grateful for even being on board. Sometime later...
Guess what I'm going to do in the bathroom for an hour and a half then? And the last thing I'm ever going to hit is the toilet. You're going to lock me up in there for an hour and a half and cop an attitude. Well, I'm going to go nonstop with as much fluid as I can make out of whatever comes out of me that makes fluid. And the last thing I'm even going to come close to is the toilet.
This is a screwiest story. I can imagine why a captain would say the captain is right. He is on board. I mean, he's in command. But man, you just can't tell somebody to go sit. First of all, there's no a seatbelt back there in the toilet. You're not supposed to be there during takeoff and landing.
Yeah, and actually,
completely unsafe.
The man's lawsuit actually mentions that specifically. He says JetBlue negligently endangered him by not providing him with a seat with a safety belt or harness in violation of federal law.
Yeah, he's got cash coming on that one. That's good. Let's go sit in the toilet. I got a better idea, Captain.
Why don't you guess how long it's going to take you to clean this room up after I leave? Go ahead and guess before you walk in there. Give it a shot. Because you're going to be wrong.
You're going to be surprised.
Oh. It looks like a Dairy Queen exploded. Hold on a second. Yes, Anthony.
Another thing about that guy who wouldn't get off his cell phone is every time the stewardess told him to get off, he would yell at her, "Kiss my ass, it ain't going to happen."
Yeah, I saw that on the news. I think he said something else, and I think it was that attitude. Had he explained it to him, they might have snuck him off someplace and let him use the phone. But if you have an attitude, the last thing you're going to get is courtesy.
Yeah. Especially when it's in violation of federal law.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, push comes to shove, you're the only one that's going to pay for that.
Well, they're also going to bring up people on the other side. We ever had a plane crash because somebody had a cell phone on? Make no difference. Federal regulations say you can't have it on. They tell you to get off of it, you got to get off. If they can make you sit in the bathroom for an hour and a half,
they can't do that.
They can make you get off the phone.
They can definitely get you off the phone. That's a funny story. They're sitting in the bathroom. Tell the flight attendants to go sit in the jump seat. They really are uncomfortable, but so. She knew that when she got on the plane where she was going to have to sit.
Well, they always sit in the jump seats, don't they?
There's what this sounds like to me. There's a jump seat in the cockpit that's really small and uncomfortable. I think probably that's where she was sitting, not the flight attendant jump seat.
Well, then stick the guy in the cockpit.
You can't do that because he's not a pilot.
Well, you can't shove him in the bathroom because now it's going to cost the airline more than had they actually drug another seat in from someplace.
No doubt. He's got millions coming.
How are we doing, Chloe?
3-6.
All right. Do we start next?
No. We were talking about gas prices earlier and Congress pressing Bush to stop the oil reserve stuff. The Senate actually voted almost unanimously to temporarily stop the shipments to the reserves, so more oil will be in the marketplace.
All right. So gas will drop a little bit for a little while.
Maybe.
And are people still pushing to ease or just totally remove the gas tax?
I haven't heard.
I know Rick Perry already bailed on that one. He says it's not going to happen. It's not going to do any good.
Right. I haven't heard since the initial ideas were spoken of. I haven't heard anything else as far as anything concrete going on in Congress to make it happen.
No.
Okay. All right. Did I play all of Reverend Manning's audio?
You're about 3 minutes into it out of the 5-minute clip. There's also, Trey says there's another clip in there, too, from Reverend X, a.k.a. Spirit of Truth guy. He has a new one of those.
Is that the cut that bitch off?
Yeah, that's he found a new one of those too.
Well, let me see if there was anything left on this Reverend Manning thing.
He's
On its ugly left-wing support wholeheartedly.
All right, on this clip, he's already called Oprah, Obama, and Reverend Wright closet fags.
Yes.
Behind Barack Hussein Obama, pouring nearly $200 million into the pockets of Barack Hussein Obama. And in
all right, I've heard that. Let me jump ahead. I think it was the last half minute I didn't listen to.
Played by the master player. Now, this trick media gave them no money, but they gave it up for free. I say unto you that they were played by the master player.
We still don't know who that is.
No, he doesn't really ever explain it.
I think it's Billy D.
It's not Billy D. It ain't Billy D. What Billy D was never mentioned in this.
It's a master player.
That's not Billy D necessarily.
Billy D.
Now, this trinity of hell, the father, the Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright, the son, the Senator Barack Hussein Obama, and the whore girl, Oprah Winfrey. These three, now, they are looking to be the president, the vice president, and the Secretary of State. This is the report on the Trinity of Hell, and I am Pastor James David Manning. Peace be unto you.
At least he was sweet at the end.
Yeah, well, that'll stir him up. No, nobody cares.
I understand why Obama hasn't come out and said anything, giving this guy any sort of credence. But when you start calling the Reverend Wright a closet homo, I can't imagine the Reverend Wright keeping mum about it.
Well, yeah, he can make the circuit again. He doesn't have a church. He doesn't have a pulpit to go back.
Well, I'm sure someone would say you can say what you like to say.
I think the only one out of this batch that may come after him might be Oprah. And I don't even know if she's going to mess with it. It just sounds like he's throwing anything out to get somebody to notice him. And he did it with Obama.
That was the most blatant attack. It's so obvious. Somebody pay attention to me.
Obama eats grunt! Obama is a big grunt. He's a closet grunt eater. I've seen him follow puppies around looking for a soft serve. Just throw random crap out. He's a closet homo. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I've seen him squeeze a shaman.
No.
The man's crazy. Watch him follow the dog around for an hour and a half. Wait for him to drop off the avalanche.
No. Reverend, calm down.
Obama sits on cats.
Sits on cats, does he?
No reason.
Just fine.
Man, just gets tired. Probably the white in him. Just gets tired and just sits on a cat.
I don't believe that actually happens. No.
It don't have to happen.
Meanwhile, Obama's like, okay, that's where I got to draw the line.
Yeah. Well, ever sit on a cat. Ridiculous.
I've seen Obama urinate on lepers.
No, you haven't. Calm down.
That leopard.
No.
The man with one arm. I watched Obama cut his arm off. And then told him to play Wipeout. Play the song now. God.
It's just about that silly.
Well, it's
That's the next step.
He ain't done.
No.
If he's already called Obama, Oprah, and Reverend Wright closet homos, he ain't far off from what I just said.
Somebody close to him would pull him aside and go, all right, this isn't working. No one's paying attention. I mean, he doesn't want to hear that, obviously. But,
I watched Obama snowball.
No, you...
With Pat Summerall.
Poor Pat alone.
Just spitting in his mouth like he don't want it.
No.
I watched Obama little purple mother. He's gonna continue until somebody from Obama's camp says
something.
All right, we hear you.
Yeah. Or Oprah's people. They might send a season to say, look, here's the deal. You want to see what happens to people that go up against Oprah, keep it up.
Well, then he's going to bring that up, and for him, that's his attention.
That's true. That's what he said.
And but I don't think he's counting on a lawsuit.
No.
Because I think he still believes he's protected by the Bible.
That's what
Because everything in that, it's the report.
He was saying that the word of God was that they were gay. What? Where does God come into this? Whose name is Earl?
You hold the Bible long enough, you could twist anything to fit whatever your message is. How he got Oprah being a closet lesbo out of it, I don't know.
In the Bible.
All right, you want to start news here, Dan?
Sure.
Okay. 6:27, Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Tuesday, May 13th, 2008. Birthdays today. Darius Rucker turns 42. He is, of course, of Hootie the Blowfish. Stephen Colbert is 44. Dennis Rodman turns 47. Stevie Wonder is 58. And B. Arthur turns 86 today.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Yeah, what?
None.
Colleyville police are recruiting car owners in a unique crime prevention campaign. Police Chief Tommy Ingram says they're handing out warning placards to be placed on rearview mirrors. They contain a picture of a stop sign and the warning, "There's nothing in this car worth stealing." Thousands have been handed out, and 9 other police departments have called wanting to get involved as well.
Obviously, that's going to be overly successful. Why don't you just go ahead and take the locks off the cars?
That was pretty funny. I'm going to put this placard that says, "Don't break into this car."
We're also going to sell these sheets that you can put over valuables that says nothing's under here.
I actually thought about that when I had my Ford Explorer and it had one of those for the back area. You can pull that thing that covers up whatever may be back there.
Right.
And the first thing I thought was, if you look down and you see that thing is attached and covering,
you know something's in there.
Exactly.
They won't look under this sheet because it says nothing's underneath this.
Take the front door off the house. No reason for it.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
Another baby born to one of the West Texas polygamists is now in state custody. This is the second baby born in state custody since state authorities raided the El Dorado compound last month. The mother has been in state custody and is being treated as a minor, even though the baby's father claims that the mother is 22. CPS admits that this woman is among 27 girls whose age is in dispute. An attorney for the church, in the meantime, accuses the state of deliberately holding a pregnant woman who is of age so it could take the baby into custody upon birth.
They don't know if she's of age. Obviously, nobody has any ID there.
No. It's a big shell game as to whose baby's who and who.
They're having to run DNA on them, most of them, just to see who's related.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't figure out the bloodlines or the family ties that are going on because they would say that the wives would switch husbands on a regular basis.
And you still have people that are throwing out the separation of church and state and the way that the state's handling this isn't proper. You've got a situation where nobody really knows what's going on in there. They do know underage kids were having sex and babies because they brought them out and they're having babies in front of them.
Yep. And again, I heard them over the weekend talking to one of the news shows saying, no, there were no illegitimate children because you can't have a marriage without a parent's approval. As a result, it's not illegal. That's what they said over there.
The hell does illegitimate have to do with anything?
I mean, illegal marriages. They're not illegal because the underage girls had the parents' permission.
It's still going to be statutory rape. I don't care how you dress it up.
That's what they were on TV talking about over the weekend. It was like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you've got a 12-year-old, just because a parent gives you a note doesn't mean I get to go on a field trip and get screwed.
Doesn't mean it's okay at all.
What was it you were saying as far as the people that were talking about it's supposed to be a separation of church and state issue?
I think they're worried about if they're attacking this cult, even though their religion, as far as an umbrella, should protect them from this.
Right.
They're worried about what happens to me, what happens with my religion. What if all of a sudden the government decides what we're doing is illegal? And that's the issue.
There's some crazy people in this world.
Well, all you have to do is just use the law of the land as a template, and really everything else is going to be covered.
If you're not breaking any other laws, no one's going to bother.
Just because you believe in something doesn't mean that you can get away with it.
Those people.
I could start a religion tomorrow that believes that I could masturbate in Cocoa Puffs and sell it at a Kool-Aid stand. Wonder what I can make.
No.
And that's my religion.
Well,
obviously that's absurd, because nobody would buy that.
No.
But it only takes one. Then you have a congregation.
But that's what they're concerned with.
So in other words, they're going to they're trying to play it out to an absolute extreme.
A lot of people don't like what's going on because they believe it's government intervention with people that were tending to their families,
minding their own business.
You got statutory rape that's going on. I don't care who you think you're covered by. Just because the Catholics are getting away with stuff doesn't mean that you can start your own franchise.
They didn't get away with that.
Well, sometimes you just gotta squeeze a weenie.
No. There'll be no squeezing of any weenies under any religious. No.
Sometimes you feel the nuts, sometimes you don't.
No.
Can we break it?
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
I don't believe they're hired for their comedy act.
They're actually a traveling sketch comedy troupe.
Actually, they probably are hired for their comedy act because I went into Crawford, Texas Saturday. Just wild-haired, didn't have anything to do. Drove down there to see.
And the Secret Service jumped your ass, and that's when you said they don't have a sense of humor.
They did. Well, they came out of nowhere. I mean, they literally came out of nowhere.
That's what they did.
That's
why they're called secret.
That's why. That's why I stopped and thought it was funny because the two blacks. I pulled over the
two what?
Black helicopters.
All right.
They were.
Oh my gosh! Go ahead.
And they were at the airport. And I pulled in. I thought, there are a lot of big wigs down here for the wedding, and then I already tried to.
Why'd you drive to Crawford?
I just wanted to see what the circus that was going on. I tried to get near the ranch as close as I could get, and I got stopped by DPS. They were very friendly. They just said, turn around, go back, which I did. And I talked to some of the TV guys from Waco and Austin and just around. And I was on my way almost out of town. I saw the airport. I thought, hey, there's some big wigs here. Maybe there'd be some cool airplanes, jets, whatever. I pulled up, and there's two black helicopters sitting there. What I thought was funny was on the door it says, Secret Service Police. Okay, and it's supposed to be secret. Why you write it on the door? Anyway, so I thought
I got it. It's like putting undercover on a squad car.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I thought it'd be a funny picture. I was probably 30, 40 feet away. I looked around. I thought, okay, surely somebody's watching these helicopters. Not a soul. I looked in.
Did you walk up to the helicopters?
I was about 30 feet away.
All right.
And I looked in there, thinking somebody's maybe sitting inside. No, nobody around. I take my little iPhone out. I'm going to take a little picture of the fact that it says Secret Service on the door. I thought that was funny. Foosh, foosh. There's two guys, one on each side of me. Never heard. I heard them about the last 6 feet. But I have no idea where they came from at all.
They came out of the concrete.
Absolutely no concept.
Maybe they were wearing hush puppies.
Possibly. Who are you? Where are you? What are you doing here, son? What you want to do is bow up and go, this is a public airport. I could take this picture, but you look and they got the gun and you don't. So you don't do the picture. Put the
what were they carrying?
They had they looked like M16s or
so they had machine guns.
Yeah. Oh yeah, assault rifles. They weren't messing around.
I'll take a picture of it. As many pictures as I want. I didn't realize that barrel was that hot.
And I tried to laugh it off. Well, look, I'm with CBS. I pulled out the card and CBS Radio and da-da-da-da. I'm just here to cover the circus event. There's no circus.
You told them you were there to cover the event?
Well, I mean, I'm part of the media. I am. I'm the news director of a radio station in Dallas.
You weren't on assignment to go down there and cover anything. They go back and find that out. They're going to come back and stick that hot barrel in your ass again.
Especially when all you pull out is a business card.
No, I have the media card that are fake. The big media card that has our pictures on it.
Keep on. Are you talking about the one that says Dallas Police on it?
Yes.
Those are 8 years old.
I know, but I've changed
In
them.
fact, I believe it says Ben Click on there as the chief of police.
It does on the back, but they don't know that. They're with the government. So, anyway, I just used that. I said, I'm just down here with the media. No harm intended. And they let me go. I just said, I'm here to see the circus. One guy goes, there's no circus, sir. Well, ain't you just the barrel of laughs? Okay.
Again, I don't believe they're hired for their sketches.
For their witty. No, they weren't.
You don't have to be witty when you're carrying a machine gun. Everything you say is funny.
I'm wearing Crocs on my feet and shorts, and I don't look like a terrorist. I got an iPhone, for God's sake. I'm not going to attack anybody.
How do you think they're supposed to identify the terrorists? What would they be looking for?
They're not going to blow up a Secret Service helicopter. I just think
You're not dressed like a terrorist. How do terrorists dress?
I'm not going to go down that road. I don't have any idea how terrorists dress.
Well, obviously, they don't wear. You don't think the terrorists wear the Hawaiian shirts. So what do they wear?
I don't think I look like a terrorist.
And what does a terrorist look like?
I've never seen one. The ones I see on television.
What did Timothy McVeigh look like?
He looked like me.
All right. Not all terrorists are going to be foreign. Some of them are homegrown.
I got you. I'm just taking pictures of their helicopter. It was funny to me. Secret Service on the door.
And then you lied to them.
I didn't lie to them. I work for CBS Radio.
You said you were down there to cover the event.
Well, I wanted to make it look legitimate.
If they call Gavin and he don't lie for you, they're going to come back and ask you some more questions.
Gavin wouldn't lie for me.
Hold on. Could you have him come in over the weekend and put in more buttons here that just don't work? Because really, I've almost got this one figured out.
Mark that down.
Gavin.
Yes.
Do you know JD was down near Crawford reporting that he was on a news assignment?
Man, I just heard that. No prior knowledge.
Prior knowledge of what? You wouldn't tell the Secret Service that I was an employee of the station and actually on paper news director.
You're not on assignment though.
It's called putting someone on assignment. So if they call me, you want me to commit perjury.
Well, what if they also had to call you before you heard about this? Did you have someone on assignment covering the wedding in Crawford?
I would say no, I don't. Because it's my duty as a member of the press, to inform people about that stuff. Because I would automatically think KLLI. I wouldn't even think about you, JD.
Thanks.
Well, when was the last time you covered a news event?
And also,
Saturday.
He's not going to lie to the feds.
No, it's perjury.
Oh, please. You're going to throw me under the bus over nothing.
Over going to prison? Yeah. Bus is backing up right now, pal.
I don't think so. You would. I am the news director. I have cards that say so.
But you weren't on assignment.
I don't care.
I do.
Why?
I believe I'll be calling you.
I don't believe you will. It's all over.
I feel this matter deserves more looking into.
Everyone's going.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's Crawford, Texas. No big deal. I just wanted to go down and see what was going on.
How far of a drive was that?
About an hour. It's further than I thought, actually. You look it up on the map, and it looks like about an hour and a half, but that's when you get off the highway.
Well, those maps are deceiving because they're not one-to-one scale.
They're not. And it's about 1:45.
I made it about 5 minutes. I may just walk.
Save on gasoline.
It's only a couple inches away.
I can just reach across the car and be there.
All right. Stars don't play tonight, right? It's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there isn't. I didn't realize when you asked about the line for the game.
I was just curious why Gavin was still here. Then I realized.
Oh,
I had the wrong day.
The Red Wings are favored by 1.5 goal.
Okay.
Line. They have an over/under as well, so that might be an additional bet you may want to throw at.
What's the over/under? 5.
Which I was surprised it was just a flat number, not a half. Thrown in somewhere.
Well, again, it may change as we get closer to the game.
Yeah.
The total score last night was 7.
Total was 7. Yes.
All right.
In the game before that, it was 2-1, if I remember correctly.
I may go over in the over.
If I was going to put money down on the over/under in that game, I would go the over.
Well, this is going to be, and I'm not saying the Stars haven't played their best game, but they know last shots tomorrow night. They're going to do anything they can. It's probably going to be a higher scoring game.
I would think so. And even if the Stars play their worst game of the series, then you can still pretty much think that they would still be over 5 because they'll score another 5-6 goals. The Red Wings might.
All right. I'll wait till Trey's back tomorrow and stick some cash on the Red Wings because it's over for the Stars. What, Gavin?
It's not over.
Gavin, you want to do a bet just between you and me, and I'll leave the bookie out of it?
Yes.
You want to put cash on the Stars?
Yes.
This isn't a matter of just rooting for the home team. This is a matter of cash now. Because I hope the Stars pull it out.
I hope they do too.
Well, hoping and betting on it are two different things. When you bet to win cash.
I understand.
You don't bet on your loyalty, because normally that gets you. So how much?
50.
So much for having faith.
What? 50's a solid bet.
No. $1,000 is a solid bet.
Oh, no.
Why?
Because I don't have $1,000 to spend.
What do you spend for the tickets?
They're expensive.
How much are they? Season tickets?
Season tickets for these playoff games, my seats tomorrow night are $300 apiece.
All right. But what do you get for the entire season?
Entire season, my tickets run about $160 is the face value.
I ask you again. For the entire season, you give the Stars how much cash and they give you season tickets?
I don't know. It's like $10,000.
All right. So you got $1,000 to spend.
Not on a bet.
Why?
Because, first of all, I don't know if you're going to pay.
All right, I'm out.
Never seen you fold before. Ever.
He's right. I'm not going to pay if the Stars win tomorrow night. Especially if I bet $1,000. How about $500? I'd pay up on that one.
Oh, man.
I'd at least pay half of it.
All right, so 500 with an expectation of 250.
Nice $50 bet or dinner next time. See who pays.
That's not a gamble. You never pay.
Jesus, man. When we went out the other night, did I pay?
You paid because David Henry made you pay. He said his credit card for the station had been shut off. Obviously, he was using it for some type of online betting or That was the only reason you pulled out a credit card. David Henry made you do it.
No way.
Yes.
No, that's not the only reason. I paid.
You paid because he looked at you and he said, pay for this. My credit card's been shut off.
But the bottom line was I paid.
You had to. And I'm not going to pay. You guys asked me out to dinner.
I know. That's why we bet another dinner on it.
And I'll do the CBS roundtable. But on the with all the other CBS hosts. But on the first show, I want Neil Sperry.
No, can't do that. No.
Why? Why can't you do it?
Because he's going to torture him.
How am I going to torture Neil Sperry?
Because
I got a house, I got a yard, I got flowers.
His yard?
I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I need to do to make sure that to ensure that I get through the summer season.
No, I know you. You're going to get your little crepe and myrtle shots in, just to be a jerk, and you're going to really rile him up.
I already know what his take is on the crepe myrtles. There's no reason to bring that up. He said, "Don't cut them up." I cut them up. And I got other questions I want to ask. I'm not going to do the CBS roundtable unless Neil Sperry's first on the show.
No, we're not going to bring in Neil Sperry. No. First of all, you will bring that up to rile him up. And quite honestly, Neil Sperry brings in a lot of revenue for KRLD, so I'm just not going to have you sit there and bash him for an hour. He's an important client for the radio station. I don't want to lose him.
So the value that I bring to the station isn't worth anything.
It's worth a lot. I'm just saying, for a CBS roundtable, there are plenty of other people.
You want me to do this for free? Then we're going to play by my rules. I've already given in. I'll work with the other CBS hosts, but I want Neil Sperry on there.
No, I'm not giving you Neil Sperry. I'm not giving you Neil Sperry. No.
Then I'm not going to do it.
Neil Sperry has nothing to do with it. You're not going to be nice to him. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're going to ask him about crepe and myrtle. Bottom line, you're just trying to... You're going to have him on the program.
Gavin, you're on a tear recently, man.
Now, What you said was accurate. But
can't take that away from you.
Let's see if you can pull that off the backup computer since I had to hit the delay. We need a break here?
Yes.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Like nothing you've ever heard before. The Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
All right, I'll back it up right before. Why did Gavin use that term?
Years since I even heard that term.
Well, let me play it first. Somebody else what I'm talking about.
Neil Sperry has nothing to do with it. You're not going to be nice to him. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're going to ask him about Crepe and Myrtle. Bottom line, you're just trying to... You're going to have him on the program because you just want to be a shit ass.
Gavin, you're on a tear recently, man.
Now, what you said was accurate. But
can't take that away from you.
It was like one of the first cuss words you use when you're a kid. When you're learning to cuss.
Yeah, that was actually one of the first words I heard my mom call my dad.
But as when you're first getting started out, you put words together that really are inane.
Just anything bad.
Those two are one of them. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? That's what your ass does.
Yes.
Well, you curb. Huh? You dick dork.
You're going to have him on the program because you just want to be a shit ass.
Okay, Kevin.
When one word doesn't suffice.
Yeah.
Neil Sperry has nothing to do with it. You're not going to be nice to him. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're going to ask him about Crepe and Myrtle. Bottom line, you're just trying to... You're going to have him on the program because you just want to be a shit ass.
It's also his delivery.
Yeah.
Well, you can feel the passion in it.
You're going to have him on the program because you just want to be a shit ass.
That'll put him in his place.
It's after 7. We can go now.
Oh, okay.
But not till I play this again. I don't know if it's obvious to everybody that all he's trying to do is to get somebody pissed off to come after his ass.
I think so, because you can't go so far out on a port. And just for no
on
reason,
a what?
On a board.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said a porch.
I didn't say any such thing.
Yeah, I think you did.
No. Didn't say what you think I said.
Again.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No.
I don't even think that throwing that in there would even make sense in that situation.
It didn't. That's why I said board.
You never said board.
I put board back in there later.
Later?
Yeah.
After you slipped out the message.
My buddy's going to edit it together and made me sound good.
I don't know if it's obvious to everybody that all he's trying to do is to get somebody pissed off to come after his ass.
I think so, because you can't go so far out on a port. And just for no
on
reason,
a what?
On a board.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said a porch.
I didn't say such thing.
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I didn't.
I think porch came out of your mouth.
I didn't. I'm bored.
Look at Dan's eyeballs.
I don't want to see Dan's eyeballs. Look at me.
What is it, Dan?
It still stings.
Well,
the sting doesn't go away the more I hear it.
Why is it you always slur when there's some type of racial innuendo floating around? We're talking about Reverend Manning, black pastor.
I didn't. There was no. I was talking about going out on something.
But you never said board.
No, I never finished the word. I never said anything because I never.
What were you going to say? Porcupine?
No.
Porpoise.
No.
Part. Now, I don't know if it's obvious to everybody that all he's trying to do is to get somebody pissed off to come after his ass.
I think so, because you can't go so far out on a port. On
a what?
On a board.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said a porch.
I didn't say any such thing.
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I didn't.
I think porch came out of your mouth.
I didn't. I'm bored.
Look at Dan's eyeballs.
I don't want to see Dan's eyeballs. Quit looking at me, Dan.
A porch.
No.
Say it.
Bored.
You want to go out on a porch.
Leave me alone. On a limb.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow.
Well, now that's just... You guys. Say that all the time. People say that all the time.
We got to work on your metaphors.
No, I think he's got them down.
Shut up.
All right. You ready to go, Chuck? Anything else we didn't get to?
I'll just have audio of, who was it? On the early show yesterday.
I'll take that as a no.
They dropped the S-bomb.
Who did?
You said you don't want it. You have no interest. Harry Smith on the morning show. That's cut number 18.
Oh, yeah. We have a couple of these, actually.
All right.
Yeah, and some TV anchor WNBC just blurts out the F word the other day. When was that? Because it's floating on the internet, but they are removing it as fast as it's posted everywhere.
Yeah, it was like a race against YouTube to get the audio today.
Because
Harry Smith
18 is Harry Smith.
Okay. Bleeped for our broadcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Bill, this is Harry Smith in New York. Can you hear me? Tell you what, we're going to try and come back to that in a second. Let me try one more time. Bill, can you hear me?
It's like you didn't say it.
He knows he's on the air.
Yeah, clearly. He's trying to get through to somebody.
Sometimes when they drop one of those things, they think they're clear.
No, he's talking something.
But he's right in the middle of the internet.
Tell you what. Tell you what.
What?
Bill, this is Harry Smith in New York. Can you hear me? Tell you what, we're going to try and come back to that in a second. Let me try one more time. Bill, can you hear me? All right, we're going to go to news. All right.
Well, yes. All right, what's the other one?
Got 17. It's Sue Simmons in WNBC TV.
This was Monday night.
Yeah.
All right.
At 11, pay more at the grocer, but getting less will tell you how to get the most. The f*** are you doing?
Who's she talking to?
Apparently the director, instead of running the video that she was talking about, they ran some other video of a cruise ship. For whatever reason, she just decided to blurt that out.
She pulled the JD where her inner dialogue jumped out her mouth.
And there's about 10 or 15 seconds of silence afterwards. Everybody, I'm sure, went, huh?
At 11, pay more at the grocer, but getting less will tell you how to get the most. The f*** are you doing?
That's a question we'll ask at 10 o'clock.
She came back later and
You could win an
apologized.
Emmy for Best Tease of 2008.
It sweeps tonight on Fox. We'll be asking, what the f*** are you doing? Huh?
It's a new feature.
At the grocer, but getting less will tell you how to get the most. The f*** are you doing?
Nobody else says anything on the air?
They go into a Lexus commercial.
Everyone turns to stone.
Roll something.
Anything.
What the f*** do we roll?
And that's a good. She knew clearly she was on the air. She was doing a tease live.
The only thing
that wasn't something that was just a little under her voice. Like,
No.
what the F are they doing? She's obviously looking at somebody, expecting an answer.
The only thing I could think of is that sometimes the news teams they'll tape some of those promo teases or something. So for whatever reason in her head, maybe she thought they were recording it, got lost versus record versus live, and just let that leap out.
But yeah, we were. It took how many links? 3 or 4 different links today. The minute Dan would find one, he'd send it to me. I'd go to get it, and it'd be gone.
That does. That sounds like a sweeps promo.
Yeah.
At 11, pay more at the grocer, but getting less will tell you how to get the most. The f*** are you doing?
You must watch.
Night with Becky Oliver.
You want to hear it again? Then we'll
Send that to Brett over at Channel 8.
At 11, paying more at the grocer, but getting less. We'll tell you how to get the most. The f*** are you doing?
You must watch.
And I win.
All right, Chuck, let's go. I don't hear anything. There you go. All right, Dan, let's go.
All right. For more information on the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any question you may have about the show, go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danO'Malley.com, djclo.com, treytrenholm.com, and for Chuck on the Fortboard, chuckwheat.com. The official caterer of the show is Sugar Babies Barbecue. Their website, sugarbabiesbbq.com. Limo service is provided by Limo George. His website, limogeorge.com. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com. And the official site for Live 1053 is live1053.com.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info. The Russ Martin Show rocks the Metroplex.